What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing
Hey,
today? Auburn, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for hanging out with me. See, we got people rolling into the house,
anytime, brother. Anytime. Yeah.
and we'll see
I'm
see
trying
if
to. I
your
don't
see
see
if
you
your
yet
audio.
on Twitch.
All right, we'll see if we show
Is
up
my
on
audio
Twitch.
working? Or?
Yeah, it's just getting. There we go. There it goes. It was like all
Yeah,
of a sudden
I'm
I was
on
getting
Twitch.
some.
I don't see you on Twitch.
All
Uh,
right, well, all
I'm on
right.
Twitch. Let me
There I
see.
am.
You are
I'm
on
on.
Twitch. Hold
I'm
on. I
on.
gotta
I'm
refresh
on.
it.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm over
don't.
there.
Okay, good. All right. All right.
So we're live here on YouTube. Also, we are on his channel and my channel on Twitch. We're trying to diversify so that we are not putting all of our eggs in one basket because this basket could crumble at any moment. So each week that we're still here is, I feel like we're on borrowed time. You know what I mean? Often, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like
Yep.
I'm on borrowed time. So um, lots of our folks dropping in. It's good to see everybody. So seeing everybody, we'll give them a minute or two. How was your week? I know we didn't have a show last week, so
Yeah.
how were you doing?
Yeah. I'm all right. Hanging in there. We had. You know, we had turkey here in the states.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you forgot
Last
all
week,
about us. You know, last week.
and we
Yep.
didn't have our Canadian
Uh,
Thanksgiving was the month prior. So yeah, I didn't have
right.
well because I had to work. I had to work. Like here, the
Yeah. Yeah. I
Thanksgiving
know.
week there wasn't nothing different.
Mhm. Yep. How did
So
it feel?
yeah,
Weird, huh?
weird. Yeah, weird. Because last year I was off, so I actually cooked a meal, so it felt
Right.
more real. But with this one,
Mhm.
with me working, I didn't have time to come home and cook a big meal or anything. So
Right.
it slips by, and I was going to do one big meal on the weekend, and then once the weekend was
Mhm.
here,
Couldn't
it
get to it. Yep.
was like,
It's just
I don't know.
it. It's like there's not enough hours in the day sometimes. Really.
Sometimes it
You
feels
know.
that way. So Um, yeah. So yeah, hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody enjoyed Black Friday sales. Alba and I were talking about this prior. Give a thought. I'll give three numbers for people. Three that it was a great Black Friday and you bought some stuff. It was two would be a so-so Black Friday, or a disappointment would be a one. So three, you really enjoyed Black Friday. Black Friday specials were just or you know what, there wasn't any good Black Friday stuff. So we'll see some people jump over there. Interesting to see what people's thoughts. I thought it was, I mean, there was a couple steals, nothing for me. I'd give it like a two. Wasn't nothing major. I wasn't super disappointed, but the stuff I thought went on sale, I expected to be on sale. I guess it's to be the prices that they were. I was like, yeah, that's what I expected. Nothing like, oh, I got to have it, you know, because you bought all your hard drives prior to Black Friday, correct?
Could I what?
You bought all your hard
Yeah,
drives
I got them before.
prior.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got them. Hooked them
Motorman's,
up, and
yeah,
already on the way filling them.
no surprise there. Man backs
No.
up. So
No.
Motorman says zero means bought nothing.
No.
uh, yeah, beach buying some stuff. So hey, Roger, nice to see you. Again, we are simulcast. We are also over
Hey,
on
what's
big
up,
screen.
Rod?
So if you have an Oculus, if you got an Oculus, uh, Beach and Roger have this stream going. If you want to see me and Auburn and all of our greatness, you'll be able to see us on the big screen. So we're actually been on the big screen, bro. We have made it to the big screen.
Yeah, man. Just remember that anything that we're gonna share off on the side, put it in don't keep it all white background. Otherwise, everyone in the Oculus world
Oh,
just has to cover their
well,
face.
I don't know how,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know how to, I made this
Okay.
bigger. I don't know if that's going to help.
Okay.
I'll see.
No, that's not gonna help.
Yeah. Look at Leon says he spent big. Yeah, he went big.
Oh, of course. Yeah, because he's
All
been
right. So,
talking with us.
yeah. Uh, This is a question. Here we actually got a K question, a K19 question. Thank you, Larry, for asking a K19 because so few
Mhm.
questions come to us anymore on the K apps.
Okay. Yeah.
Not allowed to
Mhm.
say those the K app because we don't want to get in trouble. Um, voice search. It on 19 has gotten to be so buggy. On 18, you could use the voice search and it would work just fine. 19, I find a lot of times it crashes me out of using it. So hopefully come on when 19 comes out, Nexus is actually reached beta. So we may see Nexus. What's this? We're in December. I think
December.
we'll see Nexus in January. I think we're going to see
Okay.
the release of Nexus in January. The latest I think would be February. But I bet you money it's going to hit in January because if beta is releasing now, alpha was in November. So they'll work through a few betas and then they will release it. Nexus is going to be the K App 20. So that's going to be the newest version. You do not need to upgrade. If you're happy with 19,
Mhm.
stay at 19. If you like 18, stay with whatever one you're working with. 19 will be the new version of the K app. Looking through, I do see a few features that I thought was kind of a neater features. Most of them are pretty small updates. I don't see major improvements. I do see some improved codec uh, things that they worked on, some library issues. But I didn't really see anything that I was like, oh, finally, this has come out. Hopefully, the voice. Now, I haven't had anybody that has messed with the K app that's using a beta version, the 20, to see if the microphone, if the voice search works, uh, because it worked great in 18. But then when 19 came out, it started having bugs, and I find a lot of times if I do the autofill, it will crash out
Mhm.
the application. It would just crashes it out for whatever reason. So hopefully they work that out, Larry. There's nothing so far. There's nothing that you can do. This is an actual application issue that is. That's a problem. Look at the beach. Dabs is at normal height and big screen. Carl, thank you for posting this. Diggs does have a Xeon build, and I did see that that did come out. They did release a version, and again, this is Nexus is beta, so there are still going to be some bugs. There's going to be some issues with that, and you would definitely need to upgrade the version of
Mhm.
your K app as new versions come out. They're fixing bugs. So if you're a person that wants to build, you want to try it out. Diggs has released a the Zion build on Nexus, and I do see a few of the applications. I saw Simple Wizard actually has a working prototype for the wizards. So
Mhm.
if you're a builder, you may want to check out that. I'm not sure if Open Wizard has upgraded to a 20 version, but for the guys that are builders, you may want to check out the Simple Wizard. There is a version for 20 that is out, and I think they're still doing some bug fixes, and we'll see how that goes. What's up, Doc? I see Doc hanging out with there, so thank you
Hey,
for
what's up,
seeing you.
Doc?
Um, here we got Funster says, yeah, the K app K20 asks for the microphone access on first run. So, anybody that installs most of these apps, it's going to ask for data permissions, microphone issues, or microphone access. So that's not weird permissions, but they do need to have those. So, hopefully, let's hope. Maybe I'll have to do. I haven't even messed with K20. I know you don't even mess with the K app. You
I
you and
had,
Blue.
no, but you see,
Moved on.
but I know, but no, you see, 20, I want to actually mess with because there's something about a major number like that, and I say, okay, I got to get back. I do miss it. Every now and then I do miss it, but I'm so busy with Plex that I just
All
don't
right.
have a minute to get
This
over
is what
there.
I'm gonna tell you folks. All right, the Plex and the K app. We've been watching um Walking Dead. I quit watching Walking Dead in season 9. I quit. Blue Star stopped in like season 7. So I saw that it's over. Decided I was going to watch it. We were watching it through Plex. The audio, I have to turn my audio up to like 25 to hear voices. Then when the killing
Mhm.
starts, I got to push it back to 19 or 18. And then they start talking again. I got to go back up to 24 so I can hear again. So Plex, I'm doing this and this with the volume. The K app, when you can
I know.
turn up that middle channel, I can
Listen,
turn
I
up
know.
just the voices, and I set that. That's on my K app as a default. I set that for
I,
all media. The best feature anywhere is that set your audio for voices because us old folks can't
yep.
hear
I
voices
know.
like we used to. And I don't know
I
if it's
know.
my sound bar, I don't know
Hmm.
what it is, but when people are talking, I can't hear it.
Yep.
So I'm constantly up, and then they start shooting back down, down, you know. So
I know.
so
That
I
that's
I
that's
love the
where I got my love for that new bazaar now for getting my subtitles. You know.
Well, I'm not reading the whole damn time. I'll read the
Oh, I
foreign
know. I
movies,
am. I like
but
reading.
I'm not reading because if I have to read because it's a subtitle movie, that's fine.
Yes.
But I'm not going to read when I'm watching because I am reading, not watching the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I understand. I know.
And there is movies that I'll put the subtitles on because sometimes they talk in such a slang, especially
Hmm.
the folks over there on that little
In the
island over
UK.
there and in the UK. Some of those
Yeah.
folks, I struggle.
Woo.
And I
I
understand.
I
I
know.
was a man from the South. There are people from the South that are like, what did he just say? So
I watch so many different things. That's why I have to use it because sometimes it's like, what in the world are you saying? You know what I mean? And it bothers me, especially from the UK, because to me, in the UK, they're supposed to speak proper English, and sometimes some of it I can't understand, and it's like, how in the world did your mother let you learn to speak the way that you're speaking? I get so aggravated, because I have relatives in the UK, and they speak English. I can understand what they're saying to me, but I guess the other stuff is like some type of slang.
well,
I
the
don't know.
accents. I mean, well,
Yeah, I know,
we've
but
got places well, us. I'm up north, but
yeah, yeah,
when
you're up
I
north
was
now.
in the states, there are places that is a little harder because they don't move their lips, so it is harder
Hmm.
to understand folks. And hey,
Yeah,
thanks to Doc for posting this in his communities to get us some more views. It's awesome to hear to have some more people to come hang out with us, even though we don't get to talk about the K app very much because
yeah.
there's not enough. You and I, we asked before the show. You said, "Is there anything
Hmm.
going on in the community?" I said,
Hmm.
"Not really." And this is a good thing. This is a really good thing
It is.
because
It is.
everything is running smoothly. If there is certain applications that you like, they're running. Uh, there's no problems. There's no drama. There's
Hmm.
no upheavals.
Right.
So when we don't have a lot of news about the K app,
Yeah, it's a
that's a
good thing.
good thing.
Yep.
It's a really
Yep.
good thing. But
Yeah.
you need to get back on it. Get on 20.
I know. I'm gonna get on
I'm
20.
telling you, I'm almost I for The Walking Dead. I'm going to have to move over to the K app because I'm telling you, the, the up and down on the volume. It's just
And have you even went through all those settings on the Shield to under settings in Flex?
yes. I went in and
Yeah.
I've like moved it to high. You know how it has
Uh-huh.
those kind of things to help with it.
Yeah.
I've set all Plex and done all, but something about
I
Plex,
know the
just
audio.
Plex just does it. I mean, it's
I
I can't blame any
I
because
I'll
it
bet you
is
dollars to
Plex.
donuts. I'll bet you dollars to donuts. They're going to be fixing that soon because we've been talking about it for some time, and every other thing that I hope comes from them, they do. I love those guys, and do you happen to notice? Do you have the same audio issues if you're watching something from, like, say, Plex TV? You know what I mean? Or
I
one of
don't
those
use
other
Plex
apps.
TV.
I know, but neither do I. But I just wanted to see if the audio stuff is an issue with any of that
I don't
compared
know. I
to
don't. Yeah, yeah,
compared to
yeah.
just
Compared to a
just
server.
using an MP an MP4 file or something.
Yeah, yeah. I maybe, but it's to me. I also think it's Plex is using an older K app fork, and I just
Right.
don't think why they don't have that setting in there. And if, for you folks that don't know
Mhm.
what I'm speaking, we're talking about. If you go into the K app, and that's the
Mhm.
KODI application that I'm trying not to say all the words together to get myself in trouble. But if you go into audio settings, there is a setting for turning up the center channel. Center channel is your normal dialogue. It is what you normally have. You can actually turn that up and you can set it as default. I did a video on it and it hasn't gotten striked, knock on wood.
Yep.
It hasn't gotten striked because Doc knows about
Funny,
that.
funny.
Jesus, it's just man.
I knocked on the table
Thank
and
you.
my thing popped up for my password. You know.
Which, hey, hold on to that. We got that coming up.
Yeah.
But uh, to talk that is one of the super features in the K app. I love it. And Blue, who was you think about it from her history is from back in the Phoenix
Hmm.
days and mashup
Yeah.
days, and then you go to she's like doesn't even know how to use
Listen.
it, and I'm the one
It,
that turns that thing on.
I think that Blue doesn't even talk to me anymore because all I would do is anytime I say I talk to Blue, it's like Blue, thank you so much for turning me on to Plex. You know.
Says the druggie to the drug dealer that
Yeah.
hooked you up. Okay. Um, look at Funster. Funster says I have a dedicated button on my soundbar, remotely filter out background and speech. I'm telling you, it's something.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's with our sound bars or the way they are. It drives me crazy with
Hmm.
that low audio for voices, and then so I'm gonna move Walking Dead. We're on the last season,
Uh-huh.
and you know what? I don't know. You probably haven't watched Walking Dead.
No,
You know, the last. I'm glad I quit watching it because the last couple seasons of this
I
sucked.
hate when that happens.
It sucked. It's the show really. The writing sucks. The directing sucks. I've been the season 10 and 11. We're forcing our way through it. I don't know how people were diehard on that near the end because the, the storyline is so overdone and some of the stuff is just silly. And I'm like, I just want to get done.
But
I want to
are
see if
they
Rick
done?
comes
Didn't
back.
they come out with
Yes,
something
they
else?
said it's done. Well, but that's going to be its own show. Walking Dead's going to be done, and
Oh,
I just want to
oh,
see if Rick
okay.
comes back. And hey, Doc, if you want to, come on, hit me up on one of my platforms. I'll try to watch. I'll send you a link. You can not show your face because I know Doc don't want to get in trouble because he didn't say nothing about the tuber
Yeah.
strikes because I follow him on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous on what we get strike for. Right now, I am on the thinnest
What's
ice.
going on? Yep.
I think I'm at my third strike until right here in December. One of those strikes falls off, and then I got another one that falls off in January, and another one falls off in February. So right now, I am on thin ice. I deleted last. I told people. I told people a few weeks back I deleted 150 videos. If it was anything that I thought might delete, delete,
Hmm.
because I was
Delete.
at if
But
one more strike, my
really,
channel was gone.
you know, what really sucks about that is that you had a lot of content up there that
Yep.
a lot of people learn from. And
And there's stuff that
if you
yeah.
you needed to know, okay, how do I do this? Okay, you could go and watch a quick video. Well, I can't say a quick video from Dad's. Go watch a video from Dad's on how to at least do it and do it over again.
Yeah,
But
you're
it
right.
was
You're
great.
right.
It was great. It was great to have that. And now that all that stuff is gone, I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's a part. Again, yes. Thank you for that I have long videos. I'm long-winded. We all know that. But yeah, I did a lot of it. Was good thing was that almost all of it is on Odyssey. Um, so I linked my channel last year to Odyssey, so all my videos went over, and they're not monetized. I don't think you're getting any ads. I don't care. That's not why I do this. So if you're looking for older content that I did videos on that I deleted on YouTube, you can go to Odyssey, and it may be a little harder to search for it, but you'll be able to find it, and it's going to be in one of my channels. And my content that I'm putting over there is a little bit more things that I know I would get in trouble on YouTube. I feel a little bit more confident putting it on Odyssey. In Odyssey, I don't have anything on Odyssey monetized. Rumble, I don't have anything monetized yet. So, Rumble, I need to look at how much of my
How
stuff
about
came
Twitch?
over.
No, Twitch.
Twitch, no, you can't. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Nothing transferred over to Twitch because that's all live.
Oh,
So
no, no,
next
that
level
never.
has on here. All right, so hey, I'm gonna look on this next level settings player under the player Plex web category. Now, what about when it's on my Shield? Because I don't watch it on the
Right,
web.
right.
Untick the normalize multi-channel. Make sure. All right, I will check that.
I wonder.
But I'm not. You don't have that option on your Shield though. The Plex
No,
web
but you know what
isn't
I'm
that only
thinking?
on when I'm using my
Isn't there
browser?
isn't there some type of, because I know like when you're on your phone with Android stuff, there's all kinds of apps that you can load on there for the audio channels and stuff like that. Do you think there's one out there that we could try?
Maybe.
And you know what I'm saying?
We need to work on that. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's
You're the
something we got
Plex.
to work on.
You are the Plex expert. Get on it.
I,
Get on it. Get on it.
like I don't
Fix
have
it.
enough to do to fix it. Yeah, okay, I'll fix it.
You know what? There's one or
I'll
two
fix
movies
it.
not making it to your Plex library. Get on it.
One or
Yeah,
two.
one
Oh
or two.
God.
Oh, look at Pete says I only do director's cuts. You know what? Anybody that's met me in real life
hmm
knows I'm not short of words.
Yeah.
Alvin, I mean,
Yeah. I
I
know.
mean,
I know.
uh, uh, that's just me. That was me as a little kid. That
Oh
was me
God.
as an adult. My dad used to tell me we used to travel from the East Coast to the West Coast when we lived out in Seattle, and I remember one time he says, "You're the only person that can talk nonstop." He says, "I think we've traveled 300 miles. You haven't stopped talking."
Oh my
And,
God.
and I was a kid. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but
Oh my
now I
God.
do.
Holy crap.
Take a breath. All right, you know what? We need to get on
Yeah.
some of our topics, Alvin.
Okay.
We
All
need
right,
to
bro.
get on one of these topics, which was protect your neck. And I'm going to consider this
Always.
the protect your neck section
hmm
because we need to. And I will. Let me take a glance. Hold on a second. I'm going to take a poke over here. Copy just in case. Oh, Doc Swiffy gets froggy. I'm gonna post over here, Doc. I'm gonna send you a message in case. In case you get froggy and you want to jump on, you're willing to. We're going to talk. The subjects matters are down below. Anything that we're talk about, you guys are. The subjects are down here. We're going to talk about a lot of different subjects. All right, so I sent it to Doc. If he cares to join, no hard feelings if he doesn't. That's all good.
hmm
Let me. Oh, I got to open. Hold on. Let me get that. All right, let's up. Hold on a second. Let me get. All right. This ain't my first time doing all this, or maybe it is. So present. Give me
Get on Twitter.
no. All right, hold on. Let me try that again. It wasn't showing me the. There it is. There we go. Vivaldi. I wanted our links for
Okay.
Vivaldi. You got that over there, man?
I'm trying to see. Is that which one is that? Twitter.
Now, this is on the WhatsApp.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we're going to talk about all three things because this goes back to protecting your neck section of this video, of this show. And Aubyns said this numerous times. You guys got to protect your neck. We try to bring out information,
Check
you
your neck.
guys, that that is it. a risk to you. Data breaches are happening all the time. We have talked about this, I swear, every show for the last 2 years. At least one
Yep.
place is data breach that they announce it. Most data breaches, they don't tell you right away when it happens. Most data breaches, they don't tell you about that shit for months later. So we
Mm-hmm.
got 3 data breaches here. WhatsApp is now 500 million user records are for sale. You can go on, I guess that would be the dark web most likely, and you're
Mm-hmm.
able to get some files to get some information about people's users' accounts and probably their password so you can log into their account if you so wish to. So we got the WhatsApp, 500 million people. We have Twitter that says that the data breach was far worse than what was reported, you know, because they never tell you how bad it is until later down the road. So it goes on talking about 5.4 million, 5.4 million people
Mm-hmm.
accounts have been possibly the information of their phone numbers, their email addresses, and stuff of that nature that may have been leaked. That is not a definite; it's just a possibility. Let's see. So is that showing up right for you, brother man? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Twitter saying that it could have possibly some of that stuff could have came out. And then last but not least, how many damn times do we got to use the name of this
Yep. Oh,
company who is
man.
protecting your usernames and your passwords? They
It's
have
insane.
possibility of maybe another security leak. The company that you're saying, you know
Supposed
what,
to
I
protect, supposed
trust
to
you.
protect your neck, you know?
The company that's supposed to protect your neck ain't looking at your neck. They're paying
Yeah,
attention to
freaking
something.
neck was already chopped off, okay?
Oh, Jesus. Lord, LastPass, which is a website or a service that will keep track of all of your username and password so that so you don't have to keep track of all those things and you can create all kinds of crazy passwords and you're able to let LastPass help you keep track of that, log in, log out. And when they have it, the problem with when LastPass is a security issue is a major problem, folks, because when we have a problem with Twitter, so your Twitter account is possibly at risk. Okay, I know to worry about Twitter. Let's say your Facebook account is possibly at risk. We had a data breach, possibly a data breach with this. When somebody data breaches LastPass, you've given them all your information.
Yep.
LastPass, if someone gets your information on LastPass, they're going to have the information for all your damn accounts. Not one, not two, but all of them. They're going to have, if you've put them in, if you've saved through LastPass all of your social media stuff, which that's can be good or bad.
Well,
Maybe you
well,
lose your. Go ahead.
what worse than all that is now LastPass is an online, you know,
It's a
thing that
cloud
protects
base.
you. It's a cloud based, but what happens now when they decide to say, okay, let's remove all the data that's on LastPass, and then now you're going to go try to log in or something, and you can't. You're going to be locked out of everything.
Well, yeah, you're worried about. Yeah, you're saying if they should shut down or if they should. You're saying they got all your information if they
They got
stopped
right,
all
but what
your
I'm saying is,
passwords.
LastPass is giving. Where is it holding when you sign into a website with it? You know what I'm saying? It's holding it there at LastPass, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
It's on
so
cloud.
if these guys decide say, oh, instead of us just taking all the data, let's just go in now and remove all this information from LastPass. So now LastPass doesn't even have it, and then you're sitting there trying to log in, trying to use LastPass, and LastPass when you try to log in, it says, okay, we're going to LastPass to check for the password, and it says,
Yep.
oh, there's no password here. You're screwed.
Yeah. You're definitely, because you have nothing local.
You have
It's all
nothing.
on the it's all
It's
on a
all on the
cloud.
cloud, right? And it's going to be an empty cloud that's sitting there, and these guys that have all the information are going to be able to do whatever they want
Yeah.
because you have
This
no way of changing anything.
this security breach worries. I don't use
Oh, yeah.
LastPass. I don't use
Neither do I.
LastPass, but for me as a person, I do try to care about the community and who else is using this type of software.
Hmm.
It worries me more on people if your LastPass information is stolen, because, as Aubyns says, if something should happen, they're gone. Hopefully, your stuff is on your browser, but
But
if you're
but you're
using
not
crazy
normally
passwords,
right. If you're not,
if
it's
you're
gonna.
using crazy passwords, it's gonna be very difficult. But my concern is if someone logs in and gets they're able to hack into LastPass. They have your banking information. They
Hmm.
could possibly have your investment information, login and passwords.
Hmm.
They could possibly have information to numerous super sensitive material, not
Yeah,
just your social media. Because
yeah.
honestly, if someone
Nobody cares
stole your
about that.
Facebook,
Right,
it's an annoyance, but really, does it
mhm,
change the world? You lost some
right. No.
pictures, whatever.
Hmm.
Twitter accounts, Twitch accounts, the same thing. But if they got your bank account information, that's
Hmm.
a problem.
Yep.
That's where this is a serious issue for people. Pay attention if you're using LastPass to protect your shit.
Get
It,
rid of it.
it, you
Just
might want to
look
think
at the
about something
writing
else,
on the wall.
because
Yep. Look at the writing on the wall.
we've seen too many leaked
Hmm.
possibilities, because LastPass still keeps denying it. But
Hmm.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
So it worries me that there's people that are trusting this, and there's a couple things that people can do to protect yourself. And again, we try to give information, so we're going to give you bad news, but we're also going to try to give you information to try to protect yourself. Number one, use a 2 or 3 point um, verifications. Most sites now will do this verification. It's going to send you an email. It's going to send you a text message. It's going to do these other things that are a pain. Believe me, I bitch and complain every time I got to do a second verification. They're a pain, but there's steps to keep somebody from getting into your account. Set up those second verifications. Set
Authenticators.
though Yeah, set them up. Allow them to send you a text messages where you got to put that little pin number in.
Do you like those with the PIN numbers, or do you like the ones like how Microsoft does it? The Microsoft one where it pops up and you have to hit a number of which one that it's telling you.
Well, I don't use the Microsoft one. I've only used the one where they
I
sends
use
me a
both.
text message or
I've
an
used both.
email.
I've used both, and I happen to, because I know with the a lot of times with the email or
Yeah,
the PIN,
yeah,
I don't trust. And the one from Microsoft, what I like about it is that it tells you, oh, okay, which one of these numbers do you see, and
yeah,
they'll show you three different numbers, and you click
yeah.
on that one, and it automatically logs you in.
All right,
You
so
know what I mean?
that gives a hacker
And
one
I
in
like
three
that better.
chance to getting into your account. Whereas if they have to
Well,
type
no,
in a
because
5-digit number,
yeah, 1 in 3 chance, but we give them a 1 in 3 chance, but
yeah,
they would have to know which one. If
yeah,
they hit the
yeah,
wrong one, boom, it kicks you out.
yeah. And again, these are just extra steps. I mean, 3 years ago, you didn't have to worry about this. 5 years ago, you didn't have to worry about this. Now we do. We do need this. So set up
Hmm.
that extra verification, guys, gals, because this shit's real. And again, if someone gets into your Facebook, your Twitter, your Twitch, your TikTok, who cares? I mean, it's a
Hmm.
pain. If someone gets into your bank account, what damage can they do? If someone gets into your credit card, what damage can they do?
Social
Um,
Security.
Social Security. Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
there's so many things that if they get into it, it's a nuisance. If they get into other accounts, it is a serious problem. Most times, and I can't remember, there was an article I read a couple years back. it had talked about when your identity was stolen, how many hours that you had to spend to
Hmm. Fix it.
offset that, to to
Yep.
to to fix it, to get. There was hours, and I want to say it was like 20 or 30 hours that you would spend over the time to fix somebody that's actually stolen your identity and got into your bank account, got into this, how many calls you got to make. So protect your neck.
And,
Protect
and,
your neck.
and it's another thing. You know what it's like trying to call someone
Oh,
nowadays to try to
and
get
get
help.
somebody and
Just
actually get
remember
a person.
just remember
Boop,
that, okay?
boop, boop. Hit number 3. Boop. Now, boop. Oh, now you've only got 20 minutes of it in a
Yep.
queue.
Hmm.
And so Auburn had another thing. Now, Auburn,
Yeah.
you are a person that you don't like cloud-based shit. You
No.
like local. So,
Local.
what was your solution? Because we have people that ask about it every single time we talk about this.
No.
They talk
I,
about what is it that they use. So, I'm going to type it in here.
I, it's the multipass.
Multipass. So it's hold on a
Multi.
second. Hold on
M
a second. Hold on a
O O
second.
L.
All right.
It's
M O O
M O
L.
L TIPASS.
There it is. I got it.
Yeah,
I
you
had it
have
in
it
my
there, right?
histories. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So did it change websites for you over on your
Nope,
web?
nope. Yeah.
Okay, cool
Yeah.
enough. All right. So this is Albin's solution. He paid for this
Hmm.
hardware. This is
Yeah.
hardware you have in your home. You have this at your computer where you are
Yep.
able to actually. It's not cloud based. It can be,
No,
but it's not necessarily cloud based.
no.
You're able to share it
It,
locally. So
it's in
one of
it's in
this.
your pocket based, you know?
Yep. And what's your advantage to this? And this is a password saver, folks, for when we're talking. This is a way
it,
to save your passwords.
it saves your passwords. It has a device there. If you just go back down to the box, okay, you see on the box it has like a little thing underneath it, and that's that card. That card slides in, and
Little
you can
micro
get.
USB of some sort.
No. It's a device that it says multipass right there on it.
Yeah. I see the
Yeah,
card.
yeah,
I thought it was a
yeah,
micro
yeah.
SD card.
No,
Okay.
no. You could take that and you could get multiples of that. So this way you can back it up,
Okay.
and back it up and store it someplace. You store one in your safe or whatever, and you keep one there. And the device itself, the multipass device itself, um, when you have the card in it, it basically you're basically putting a pin on it for you to open it. But it's not like a normal pin because it's like it has numbers and letters. The pin that
Yep.
you
Yep.
create,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's just to open up the device so it says okay, it knows it's you. And then when you have it, like say on your desk or whatever, you'll see there in that video there, it's showing you that you just basically knock on the desk and it automatically logs you in, whether using USB or Bluetooth, and it'll log you into the website that you're trying to get into.
So
It
all your
stores all the
passwords are
information
actually stored on that device, not
on the
on a
device, or
browser,
the
not on a
right,
cloud, not
right,
anywhere else.
right. You don't save anything on your PC. There's
Yeah.
no need to.
And you can see when he
And you
does the
can
little
make
knock.
really long
Little-
passwords. Right, you can knock on the desk, and it would automatically log you in because the device will sometimes will pop up and say, "Hey, okay, yeah, you want to log into the site," and you can click on the side of the device to automatically log you in
Yeah, I see
too.
it's got a
You know,
little
yeah,
interface. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And you
It's
can do
real
it
neat,
on a
and
phone. I see
and you
it's
can
on a
use it on
phone
your
here.
phone, right? You can use the same device on your computer and your phone. Like I said, it uses Bluetooth to connect to it. So, you have it in your pocket, boom, you don't have to worry about anyone, looking behind you and trying to look at your passwords or anything because it automatically does it for you.
It's got favorites. Okay.
Yeah, you
I
can
see
set
that where
favorites
it's
on it. So, because you can use the device itself to scroll, just look for a password. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, your wife needs to know the password or something. You can
yeah.
go on your device and look up a password and tell it to her.
Okay.
But you making really long passwords is great with this thing because we've even done before showed about the password lengths, if you have a
Yeah.
very
Yes.
strong password, 17, 20 characters, it's a lot harder to break.
Oh, it's in like not to say impossible. It's not worth somebody's time.
It, it, right, that's true. Yeah, that's for sure. Because first off, they don't know how long it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder to crack if someone wanted us to know your password.
So, all right, and
I,
so this
I
is
I'd rather
multipass.
not know what my passwords are. I
So this
like
is
not having to remember them.
so multipass again is a USB device that you can use to remember your passwords, not store in a log. Again, at the
It's
bare
not even just
minimum,
remember. It'll log you in for you. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
what's good about it. And like I use it, to get across even different machines. So like, say I remote desktop to my other another machine, I can still log in to the other machine with this device.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's just right. It's really nice. So I love that.
All right. So multipass is a hardware solution to what we're talking about with people protecting your neck, trying to make sure that your password usernames. And again, again, your social media is not it's is important, more important to some than others. But again, this could be like getting in your bank account if someone's able
Mhm.
to get into some things. So, uh, you know, take some advantage. Definitely do two verifications. Sometimes you can
Yeah.
set it up with it's got to send you two different ways of verification.
Hmm.
It's a pain, but
Yeah.
do what you need to do to protect yourself because this is not going away. There is
Oh.
more and more uh,
Hmm.
sites that are going to be breached, that
Yeah.
are going to leak data. That is going to happen. I mean, that's a
Hmm.
given. I mean,
Yeah.
that will happen. I don't care who. There will happen because they only have to leak your data one time. A
Yep.
hacker only has got to win one time. He can
Hmm.
lose
Yep.
10,000 times. He's
Hmm.
only got to win once. Once
Yep.
he's in, he's in. So that's the thing with hacking. They only got to get in once and get the data that they need to get, and then once it's out into the wild, and then you're screwed. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Did we have any comments in there?
I wasn't even looking up on the
Venom
side.
said he Venom that yep.
Because of that white background. When I look at it up on my TV, I don't get
Yeah.
to see any of my
Yeah.
YouTube messages because
Yeah.
they're written in white.
Ah,
I'll go back there and
um
look.
yeah, our Funster says it has processors. It could fail. Yes, but again, if you put it on the card, that's again, there's nothing 100% on this. A lot of it is if we're trying to eliminate or to lessen risks, and that's some of the stuff we can do to lessen. Um, look at she says via Zelle
Hmm.
has happened to her. I mean, I'm telling you, people. If you look it up about people getting their shit stolen, it
Oh
is,
man, it's the worst.
you
It's the
know.
worst.
Funster says they're gonna feel bad if they get some of that money. Get some of them
Mm.
pounds. Doc says line him up next Friday. All right. Yeah, if you
Okay.
guys, if you and Lee want to come in, Fres, Free Tech, Lee TV, my panel
Yeah.
is always open to whoever wants to join it. Um, I, I, I don't, I try not to pressure people. If you want to join, you join. It's open for us. So yeah, I will hit you up. Doc hit me up during the week. Send me a message. We'll talk and we'll deal with that. Octavia. All right. See, I was looking at the picture. I'm like, that name don't look right. That I'm thinking that name, she done changed her name because probably somebody's stalking her, sending her some damn DMs, and she like, I ain't playing that. I changing my
I
damn
ain't
name.
playing that. Yep.
Octavia, my
She's
dear, thank
she's
you.
protecting her neck, you know.
Yeah, she protecting her neck. Women know how to do that shit because
Oh yeah.
creepers. A lot of guys out there are creeps. All right, so let's move on to something.
Okay.
We're nothing but bad news on this show. I swear. When we were looking at the
No.
lineup of the topics. It's a lot of bad news.
Yeah.
A lot of
but
bad
there's a
news.
lot of bad stuff going on, and I just want everyone to be able to protect
Yeah,
your neck.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yes.
mean? I don't want to see any of our people get hurt.
No, they definitely don't. Definitely don't. So
It's if we know anything good, like hey, I have good news every now and then about Plex stuff,
Jesus,
and we
I
just
I
gave you good
I
news against
I'm running out of
oh
damn.
drink
My
oh drink
cider's almost
drink
gone.
up.
You said the name too many times.
But even with the K app, we had
Yep.
good news and we
Yeah,
said
yeah. Because
everything's
there's no
working
problems. Because there's
right,
nothing to talk about.
and more people have been using it and more people have been understanding. Okay, that's all it is.
Yep. Yep. I have gotten a lot more views on my. I did some how tos on the K app, and I've left
Hmm.
those on YouTube because they're stripped bare. I've
Yeah.
gotten a lot of hits on that. We're setting up stuff, and I have somebody says, "Show me how to set it all up on there." I'm like, "Well, I can't show that on YouTube
Right.
because I can't." So that's something that's got to be on Odyssey or someplace else. All right, so Google and Amazon help the FBI identify the Z library operators. So Z Library, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Z Library was shut down, and that Auburn was a place that you could find books. Am I
Yep.
correct? Like audio
Yep.
or video,
Uh, uh,
uh,
uh, uh, uh, books, hard
um,
books, but in PDF format.
PDF books. Um,
Yeah.
so it was shut down, and it's been open for quite a while. And
Yeah.
this was shut down, and Google and Amazon did help them identify who these people are. So if you're running these kind of sites, if you're not running all kinds of VPNs, Lord help you on this because I don't know. Normal people I can see getting away with not a VPN, but if you're doing something like this, boy, you better have a VPN on every damn time you turn on the computer.
Hmm.
So, and I will say that Z Library, there has been some forks of this website. Some forks of this have popped up, as well as possibly some Telegram opportunities that library was moved or backed up, because this was supposed to be a place to be able to find any book that you're wanting. A just humongous library of books.
Hmm.
So it got shut down. Amazon and Google did agree to give information to help the FBI to track down who some of these people that ran the site were. And this was done through court orders. Amazon and Google were given court orders that you need to turn this information over. And believe me, they're going to turn over the information if given that type of order. And they were able to be found. So, uh, sad sign. I know that you use Z Library. I didn't ever
Yeah.
use Z Library, so
I'm shocked,
yeah,
especially how much Blue reads. You know.
I didn't mean maybe she was using, but she has some other
Uh huh.
Usenets things that she
Yeah.
uses
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
but I don't know what they are, but I know that
Hmm. Yeah.
so yeah, it's sad to see these go, but I do know there is alternatives.
Well,
There's
you'll
been some
find
mirrors of this.
people out here might find people who are like on college are going to be
Yeah,
coming to them saying, "Hey, know how I could get any books?"
yeah.
Because
Oh yeah, because
most of the
yeah,
college kids out there were
yeah. Yeah,
using
and
this
the college books are
to
ridiculous.
get
Come
this
on now.
stuff.
Those books are just ridiculous. The cost, and then
It's
not
insane
this
how
year's.
much
You
money they
don't need
want.
this.
Yep,
You need
yep.
this year's version, not last year's version. You need to fork out another
Yeah,
two
you
hundred
have
dollars.
this year's. Yep,
What
right,
changed? A couple words in
right.
there. Chapters changed. So Z Library shut down.
Yeah.
It is
No,
again.
that's why they kept revising each book.
Yeah, it's a money situation. Because people say, "Well, I went to school."
Hmm.
It's like the cost of your school, then the cost of your books. It's like it's
Right.
outrageous. So, again, Amazon turned over that information, so uh, it's not surprising that they would turn over that information. But there are mirrors, and I have seen numerous posts about alternatives. So if you're a person that is interested in that type of stuff, if you do some research, you might be able to find some other alternatives. Amazon shutting down some key features in the Alexa app. So we were looking through this, and so it looks to be in, I think, next year. I thought the date, yeah, March
March, I
23rd.
think it was.
Yep, March 23rd of next year, they are going to be removing some of the hands-free Amazon features. And I'm wondering, come March 30, well, I guess April 1st,
March
I'll find
31st.
out.
Yeah, April 1st. Yeah.
April
April
1st, I'll be able to find.
Fool. There go April.
Yeah, psych. I'll be able to find out if some of those,
Uh,
um, we'll be able to find some
you,
issues or
you,
find some. What was that?
you know that that April 1st, you know that it's going to be Alexa to come out there and go, April Fools, motherfucker.
We're not turning them things up, but some of the hand-free things that people use, and I'm wondering if it's going to be for. Um, I'm wondering for our device, because Blue uses the add into the list, like add a list, like shopping
Yeah,
list. So you
right.
know how she'll just say add to my
Yeah.
shopping list, add to my shopping list. I'm wondering if that's going to go. I don't know, but some
I don't know.
of
Look at
the
all those, like,
hands-free
they have,
capabilities are going to go away.
right, like a lot of new refrigerators have that, you know? Okay, you can add it to that list and,
Mhm. Yeah. So, if you're a person that has a lot of this, and it does have some phones, a lot of it looks like a lot of the Moto, the One Plus, a lot of those phones are hit. I
mhm,
don't use that stuff on my phone, anyways. Maybe other people's do. Maybe I'm just an idiot and I don't use the features of the voice. I mean, I will sometimes say to my phone, but I have to actually think about it. Hey, whatever, do this,
mhm.
search for this. I have to think about it. It is easier just to type it in, but I guess some people. But we will be seeing some of the hands-free features going away. This is next year, March 31st
Yeah,
or
March.
April Fools, whichever day you want to count it. As we saw this explosion, and we talked about this last year and the year before, Auburn, of the
Mhm.
explosion of these services that were, I mean, we talked almost every week or every 2 weeks, a new freaking service came out. I mean,
Yep.
constantly a new service, this service, this service. Well, we have reached critical mass on services that
Mhm.
now they're starting to prune themselves. So now we are seeing more and more services cutting back on staff and people in that uh, workforce to run that, because uh, it's not rainbows all the time, every day, and that's the way that a
Right.
lot of these services were doing. It was like,
Mhm.
we can never like Netflix. Remember, it was continuing to grow, and all of a sudden it plateaued. It freaked out.
Mhm.
So uh, these services are doing the same things, where we're starting to see a lot of these services slimming down, and we see an AMC is starting to. They announced a
Mhm.
20%
Okay.
cut
Yep.
in the workforce. So we're going to see this continuing. We will see more of these services combining. And when services combine, we will see cuts,
Yep.
because when companies join, you
Mhm.
have redundancy. And
Yep.
when you have redundancy, that means you got people losing their damn job. Um, so we're going to see more of this. I think that most of my viewers, hopefully, if you've been watching us much, you're not paying for too many of these services. I don't know who the hell is dinging me like a freak over here. Oh my god! Hold on a second. I'm getting like, hold on a second. I gotta go. What the hell? Hold on a second. Hold on a
Yeah.
second. I gotta scroll up here. Oh, oh. All right. So on Telegram,
Mhm.
I have you've seen it where I post when sporting events. You
Mhm.
can join one of those groups that tells you when
Right.
sporting events, what channels they're all on. The one of
Mhm.
the
There's a
best
there's a
subscriptions
lot
you're gonna pay
tonight.
for. There's one of the best subscriptions to have if you're a subscription TV slash person. I don't know how to say that, but it tells you whatever channel, what like a sporting event, what channels they're going to be able to find. So you don't find, so you don't care about the EPG as much. I just saw there's like 26 US TV on U.S. sports on TV just came up.
Right.
It was like ding 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 ding
Ding,
ding
ding,
ding
ding,
ding ding.
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 Yep.
It's like damn, someone's at my doorbell. But all right.
Yeah.
So another bad news. Um, Comcast is going up on their bills. So if you're a Comcast user,
Hmm.
for God's sake, turn off your Comcast TV because you're the Comcast cable part of your TV because your internet is what it is. The internet is what it is, and they're going to hit you with up charges on your internet. That's going up, but don't get double dinged with TV and internet. So this is some of the stuff, and we've talked about this. You and I have talked about
A
this
lot.
for
Yeah.
uh, uh, the the decline of cable and satellite TV people. There is
Hmm.
a because everybody's cut. I'm a cord cutter now. Well, I've got 8 paid subscriptions to all these
Hmm.
services, but I'm a cable.
Yep.
I'm a cord cutter. So
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
paying $120 to these services, but I'm a cord cutter. But so a lot of these cable slash ISP companies are losing customers on the cable TV side. So to make your money, you got to figure out something. So you're gonna if you're losing customers and you still have to pay the bills, that means your customers that you have got to pay more. So let me see if I can get this. Let's see. So if you're a cable customer, Comcast. So if you're a Comcast subscriber, you better buckle up and tighten up the belts because your bill may be about to jump up on you. And it depends on where you live and how much of this bill or increase is going to hit you. Some places you may just hear a little bump. Some places you're really going to feel it right in the where because they're going to hit you with some heavy fees.
Yep.
Um,
And it's
so
funny what last
yeah,
time we spoke about,
hmm
that other graphs that we were showing
yep, yep.
about those fees, and you know that those guys are really taking a hit, and it's showing here now. That
Yeah, it,
just
it it's scary. I mean, so these are just some examples. Now, these are examples. So just to give you an idea of what's happening where and when we talk about increases. So in New Hampshire, this is in New Hampshire, broadcasting TV fees have gone from 24.95 to 27.25. So that's a $2.50 raise roughly that it has went up for per month. That's $2.50 a month. It's gone up. If you're into regional sporting, so if there's a certain sporting package that you've been paying only $11.85, now you're going to be paying $12. Um, here's for subscribers seeing their broadcast TV fees rocketing from 1865, and this is in Massachusetts. Excuse me, in Massachusetts, are seeing their TV broadcasting fees going from 1865 to $26. So what we talking? That's almost
that's
$6.
yeah,
Uh,
that's ridiculous.
no, that's $7. seven
Yeah.
dollar fee over $7 that you're seeing per month going up. Um, let's see, increasing Comcast broadcast rates are increasing by $3 a month on all tiers of their internet. So if you're an internet
Wow.
only subscriber, your bill is going to go up $3 just for that. Modem charges. So if you are paying for the modem from your cable company, which I don't know the numbers on it, but I would guess that 90 I bet you the majority of people, I bet you 90% of people
Want
that have a
have a service
yeah,
that not many people are saying I'm going to get my own. No,
yeah, yeah,
because they
majority.
don't know that they can.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
like,
what I
I
mean?
don't know. It's just easier to rent. So you're going to see a bump in your cable modem rent by $1. Um, so we're seeing all these things. They're saying Comcast says is to invest in a better tomorrow.
Yeah, because I
No,
want to be laying on the beach next year.
no, it is because we're losing customers. And if we're losing customers, how do we still meet the profitability that we need to meet? Because we've lost our customer base. So the only way that we can meet the profitability that we wanted to meet, that we met last year, is by raising the prices. This is inflation across the board, what's going on. And honestly,
Right.
inflation right now
Yeah.
is this is corporate inflation, because they made a certain amount of money on 2020, 2021. They made a profit because everybody was sitting their ass at home, right? Everybody was at
Mm-hmm.
home. Everybody was paying whatever, running to the grocery store, buying it, bought whatever. Profits were outrageous for so many companies that those companies need, they want that same profit margin. Everyone's willing to make more profit, but they hate when they make less profit.
Right.
So that's my soapbox. Sorry about that. So a lot of
No.
these companies are losing customers. So how do you make more money? Or how do you make the
Well,
same amount of money?
right. Well,
And
don't forget, it's not even just Comcast right now.
oh
As you
yeah,
see right there,
yeah,
AT&T and Charter,
yeah,
they're raising theirs also.
yep.
It's insane. You
It
know,
is
it's not like
constantly.
they're doing anything to, for what these people have. They're not doing anything else for their speed. They're not
No,
doing
the same.
anything.
It's the same. So it's this is happening. And the reason why we talk about this stuff, everybody, is that your money's important to you. You work hard for your money. What you do with your money is important to you, and just spend it wisely. Be smart about it. These fees, most times, most people are paying this bill. They may not even know that their bill went up, because how many people are being auto paid? Because
Yep.
your bill is automatically paid through your banking account. So when your cable bill comes, it's paid. Cable bill
Hmm.
comes, it's paid. So if your bill goes up, how many people really noticed? They might be like,
Right.
damn, oh,
Yeah.
a little bit
They
lower
just
this
see
week. Not
the
sure
name
why.
there. Oh, Comcast. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, never
Thinking it's always,
realized,
always the same.
yeah, it's the same bill I've been paying. I'm like, what was that? Was the
Hmm.
same? So again, we're trying to keep you informed. Stay aware. You're getting Be smart where you spend your money. Be smart. I don't care if you're spending money on whatever. Just make sure it's what you want to spend it on. And when we're seeing these kind of things, again, we talk about this the damn modem here when we talked. Let me
Hmm.
roll up here. It was like raising a dollar. Wasn't it a dollar for the modem that it's going to go
Right.
up? And as you said, most people don't know you can buy a modem from Best Buy, wherever, Amazon, whoever. If you buy a modem that is compatible with your ISP, that your ISP is going to tell you which models you can have.
Hmm.
Not all models are allowed by all ISPs. You do some research. Your ISP, your internet provider, will say we allow these modems. If you invest that $120 sometimes on some of those modems, you're going to save that $15 a month every month moving forward. So you think, $100? I ain't paying $100. Well, how long does it take you to make up that $100? Let's see. 15,
Hmm.
that's 6 months is $90. So at the seventh month, you just came out to the good. If it was a $100 modem, and if you're paying $15 a month, if my math is correctly, which I do work at a
Right.
school, but I'm not saying my math is right. But it doesn't take long before, well, that would be $75. I'm sorry, 7 months would be $75. So $90 would be 6 months, wouldn't it? Yeah, $90 6 months. So it wouldn't take long for you to
Yeah.
recoup your costs. And then from then forward, you're saving. You're saving every month
Hmm.
that you're not paying out that. So
Yep. Because it's yours.
yeah,
Right.
it's yours. You're not paying that service fee. So I'm sometimes spending a little money will save you money, but spend it smart. But again, that's yeah, that's So yeah, it's so yeah, that's my thing on that. I don't know, people have any posts over there? I'm sorry, I went rattled on for a few minutes. So
I'm just looking here. Trying to read this here from the deacon there. Got one up there. Let me take it down.
so he's saying his cable, his phone, his cell phone has become so. Verizon does offer that has to have with that 5G where you can do the
Mm-hmm.
5G cell phone packages. Um, you can do that, and you can use your cell phone and use Verizon or AT&T or Sprint, whoever you have. Um, so yeah, yeah, you can do some of that. So that is some you can do set that up. So yeah, that is a phone is,
Yeah.
but again, you can do that, and some people, again, Deacon is a little bit more of a power user there. He's not one of our so he can kind of have, he's willing to do those
Yeah.
kind of things. So let's see. All right, so I was going to move on to the next topic. Starlink, which we thought was a savior for everybody. Starlink
Mm-hmm.
will help the outlying places, which it has, given internet to places that had no access or had very little options for high speed internet. And even up here, I do know someone that has Starlink, and I need to
Mm-hmm.
go over to their house because I want to test
Yeah.
some things. But Starlink has said, you know what? We gotta
Everyone and their mother wanted this.
we're gonna have to start trying to do something. So they've actually lowered the speed that
Mm-hmm.
people are getting it, and this was been tested, and you're actually seeing like a 7 to 10% drop in internet speed. So
Right.
they have been actually throttling back some of the speed. On top of a data cap is now on Starlink. You are allowed 1 terabyte a month,
That's really not that much.
excluding 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Wow.
11 p.m. to 7 a.m. is excluded from that time. So you can use anything you want
Anything you
between
want then.
in your time, and this is also in your time zone. So
Mm-hmm.
it is truly 11 to 7 that you're able to use as much internet as you want. But
Right.
other than that, you are in a data cap of 1 terabyte. And I want to say it was 25 cents a gig after that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now,
That's insane.
Auburn, I don't
Yeah.
have, I actually tried to
Whew.
look up, I don't know what my internet usage is for me,
Uh-huh.
because our ISP doesn't give it. And I was looking through my router, and it doesn't give me the like the month. It gives me
Right.
devices and crap, but doesn't tell me
Yeah.
my data usage.
Right. You have to like look at your the network card.
So I
And
would love to know
what I have,
how I
uh,
think about people saying, "Oh, it's 1 terabyte. That's a lot." No, it's not.
no,
Not
it's
if you're
not.
streaming, even if you're streaming Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
Disney, Paramount
Yep.
Plus,
Yeah.
Discovery. Uh, all that stuff counts if you're doing that. 1 terabyte. If you're doing, let's say 4K movies, are people love for I love me some 4K movies. 4K movies start at 25 gigabytes a movie and can go up to 100 gigabytes a
Yep.
movie. So if you were on that plan, you could watch 10 100 gigabyte, which those are large files. Just could be in all things. Those are large 4K files.
Yep.
You would be able to watch 10 movies in a month, and then you would be at the limit.
Yep.
So 1 terabyte's not a lot. I mean, that is not a lot. So for our folks that are doing Starlink, you better pay attention to what you're using. And Elon Musk, I think he's on the out. I think he's reached a lot with the Twitter. I
Mm-hmm.
think he's extended himself because he was forced into buying Twitter because he ran his mouth too much and
Yeah.
let his alligator mouth overload his hummingbird ass kind of situation. That's my dad used to tell me, don't let your alligator mouth overload your
I knew
hummingbird
that had to
ass.
be one from you. I knew that had to be one from your dad, because it sounded like something that you heard a lot in your life growing up,
Hey, Auburn, you seen me. So my dad would tell me, don't let that alligator mouth overload that hummingbird ass you got going on. So, so I do think that he's extended himself a lot on
Mhm.
this Twitter situation because he wanted to get into Twitter, blah blah blah, back and forth, and then he was forced into buying Twitter. Um, so he's extended, and now he's having to shuffle shit around. You know how you to pay all the bills.
Mhm.
And he's
Yep.
seeing that so many people are using this network um, that it's really costing, and there is a bandwidth usage. So he's having to cut people back, and people are seeing the speed reduced as well as we're having a cap and a data usage, which goes back to the people that use cell phones a lot. You know, a gigabyte. I mean, think about it: 25 cents a gigabyte, and you're like, oh, that's not bad. No,
No,
you
that's
could
bad.
go over that. You could
Yep.
go over that quick. 4 gigabytes a buck.
Mhm.
All right, that's that 4 gigabytes. That's a 1080 movie.
Yep.
Just 4 gigabytes. That's 1080 movie, and that's not even a high end 1080. That's just a decent 4K or a decent 1080,
Yeah,
a good
1080.
1080.
Yeah.
One movie, four. That's $1. So each movie $1, dollar,
Mhm.
dollar. So all right. So pay attention if you're
Yep.
a person that's using Starlink. Pay attention to that. Folks over there in the UK. The 900 MIP fast, the GigaFast plan that they had, Sky was offering. If you were in it, you better hold on to it because they're not offering it to nobody else. Um, their 900 plan, the GigaFast, is not taking any more people. They have reached critical mass. They are not accepting anymore. So if you got on that plan, count yourself lucky because right now it is done. So stick a fork in it. So, and it's a great price. I mean, I want to
Mhm.
say it was like what was it? 15 was being
Uh,
sold for 51 pounds for the first 18 months, 60 pounds thereafter, which is cheap. I
yeah.
mean,
Cheap.
that is cheap. I mean, we pay more than
Mhm.
that. We don't even get close to
Yeah.
that. So,
No,
all
but we
right.
have unlimited and
Well,
you know.
yes. Now, Sky is unlimited, but it's just
Oh, okay.
they're not letting nobody in. So,
Yeah.
we talk about Telegram. We use Telegram, and Telegram has been forced to turn over certain information. So, if you thought Telegram was a place that you didn't have to worry about nothing, and there was no way that anything could be turned over to you, end to end encryption, da 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 da. If you're running certain rooms, they can be forced to turn over your data. And I'm going to tell you, if you read through what Telegram went through this kicking and screaming and tried to find every loophole they could find to not have to turn over data. But in Indian court forced them to have to turn over certain data. And what this was for rooms that were actually offering Indian content. And what I mean by that is they were offering full movies or TV shows that were Indian movies that were being offered, and we've seen that before that you can
Mhm.
upload certain stuff to Telegram.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
this content was uploaded to Telegram, and then other people could just download it via Telegram. So numerous sites have or rooms have been shut down due to this, and Indian courts have forced Telegram to turn over the information of the people that were uploading and or running those rooms. So, in my advice, if you're a person that's going to be indulging in uploading content to Telegram, thinking this is a safe place to cloud store content for other people's other people to get,
People.
you might want to think about things.
Mhm.
Put some safety measures in because Telegram can be forced to turn over that data. Uh, Telegram says, "Hey, we can't do it because all the stuff is on the Singapore servers, and Singapore
Uh,
law says you can't turn it over." Yeah, but
I think that we have a thing there in there. The
do we
cruelty-free
got a
site.
spammer? Oh
Yeah.
man,
Hey, Andrew,
girls are.
what's up? How you doing, my brother? We miss you. I miss you. Uh, hope you're doing okay, and I hope the family is good.
All right. Hey, there's another
If you want to
blast.
jump in, I'd really like to hear from you.
I'm just gonna go Octavia. Sky is that is only in the Sky is only a UK ISP. That is a UK ISP. So some of our folks over on the island, over across the pond,
Yeah,
they
we
would
care
be
about
using.
them.
Yeah, because
Right.
we have a lot of
Yeah.
people that follow this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah. So we care about them. It's not just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
us in
yeah.
the states.
Yeah, because I have so many friends that's over on that side of Europe or on that in Europe-ish, which I know UK don't consider this of as Europe, but yeah, we care about them. So, yeah, if you're on the Telegram side, please be smart about it. And I know that there are rooms that are being shut down on Telegram. If you're doing really things, be smart, you guys. Another guy, we thought this was kind of funny. Well, not funny. So some YouTubers got in trouble for making short videos, doing movie edits, taking a full movie. You could watch the whole movie in 10 minutes. And they done these, and they basically, I guess they picked the most important parts of the movie, so you could 10 minutes you could basically see the whole movie.
Watch a movie. Yeah.
They have been hit with a $3.5 million um, lawsuit, or well, I want to say they've been damages were $3.5 million. So and there's been some other guys that in the states that got hit with something like this. I don't think they got hit with 3.5 million, but they got hit with it. They called fast movie.
Yeah.
They're able to watch a movie quick, so they shut that down and hit with I mean, just tons of sites. So, you know, you got to be careful what you upload to YouTube. YouTube, it, it's not, it's not content provider friendly. I'm trying to think how to say it because as a content provider or someone that uploads stuff, you need to be very careful because YouTube's going to cover their ass, and I guess that's the best way. YouTube's going to cover their ass, and so if you do something and YouTube thinks that you could possibly be in a gray area, they're going to nail you for it, and for me, and we've seen that with strikes on me. So on the Oculus front, I posted a link down below, and all the links to anything that we've talked about on this show that are in links up here, the links are down below. If you want to read more about it, I didn't talk thoroughly enough about it, or you want to research it yourself, the links are down below, and you take your hyperlink right to that site and read it for yourself. I have a link down here for people that they complain about the drift that their Oculus has. This article talks about all kinds of fixes on how you might be able to fix that drifting. Now, none of my friends have had an issue with the drifting, but I do see lots and lots of posts on Facebook and Reddit and different things like that that could create that people do have an issue with drifting. So, you never had any issues with drifting, have you? I mean, last time you opened your
No,
Oculus
I
was
haven't had
6
that.
months ago.
I know. I've been so busy. Yeah. But I
Busy.
no, I didn't have that problem. But I heard a lot of people talking about that problem of
Yeah.
they they pick it up and it's like that they're like moved over from
Yep.
where they originally were. So I saw that article and I figured, oh, yeah, let's just let people know that there's a way to fix it because I know people were doing all kinds of things and trying to mess with their controllers and
Yep.
uh,
Take apart their controllers. I've seen people do that.
yeah,
This
right,
gives you
yeah,
lots of options. So, I mean,
yeah,
numerous things from interference to the proper lighting to repairing it, to replace your batteries, reboot, also spraying out with some canned air. That's what
hmm,
I've seen. Most people can fix the problem,
yeah,
spraying it around. And what happens, guys, for people that may not have Oculus, so you have two little buttons and you can kind of see them here. And left and right, they're like little joysticks, and that can make you move your character in the VR situation and or your hand. So it can your if your left joy, it's usually left. If your left hand is moving, all of a sudden it moves and you're trying to do something, and all of a sudden your hand drifted way out of the scene. So there is a link down below. Check it out. Our last big topic, and I thought we'd hit on before we go to some of the Auburn stuff, is international film. International TV has been really taking off. Auburn actually turned us on to some international movies when we were doing Player Pass. Um, and you've got to thank, it's actually doubled over last year, I think is what I saw.
yeah.
Um, so, yeah, no, from 2018 to 2021, it has doubled. So the amount of people watching foreign films has increased, which is
Uh,
good for everybody. Yep, go
right.
ahead.
I think a lot of it is like like with Netflix, how
Yeah,
they've been
Netflix
they
has really
been
pushed it.
right. They've been pushing a lot of the foreign stuff, and people liked it. That especially enough for it to make it to the Academy Awards and stuff. We're seeing more of that out there now,
Yep.
and people are realizing, hey, this is pretty good. Compared to only the Marvel blockbusters that are out there.
Yeah, here's a couple things that people are like, "Well, I don't watch any foreign stuff." So
Oh, I
Narcos
love
was
that.
a
I
very
love
popular
Narcos.
show. Tehran was another
Uh-huh.
one. Another big one was Dark.
Hmm.
Netflix had that TV show Dark.
Hmm.
Another big one, which everyone's heard of, is Squid Games. That
Yeah.
was another foreign that was a
Hmm.
Korean.
Yeah.
Um,
Korean.
so it's got numerous uh, TV shows have made it to the mainstream that were actually foreign movies. So there is a lot more stuff that is non-English
Hmm.
that is out there, and it is becoming, which is good, I think. And Netflix led this, and you're right
Yeah.
about Netflix led this, but there are more companies. AMC's jumped on this, Apple's jumped on
Hmm.
this, Amazon's
Yep.
jumped on this, Disney Plus has jumped on this. So everybody's looking for these hit shows that may be in another country that they can bring to North America.
Yeah, because it's
Eh,
there are other directors that have
mhm,
a whole different outlook on looking, of how we should see film,
Yep.
and and some of them that are just incredible. Like you got these like a lot of these Korean directors that are coming out of nowhere, and it's just like, oh my God, they're showing us a different way to look at things and
Mhm.
look at film, and I love it.
Well, I'm
I love
thinking
it.
Squid Games.
Yeah.
What was that other one that was a movie?
Uh,
Started with an S.
but Pet P.
Parasite.
Parasite.
Parasite, another
Hmm.
great movie.
Yeah.
All right, we got to give shout out to Beach.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
What was it? Ove, or what
Obi.
was it?
Yeah, A Man Called Ove.
Man called Ove, which is going to be or not
Redone.
Tom
Yes, Tom
Hanks.
Hanks.
Tom
Tom Hanks.
Hanks is directing and is going to make it an American movie. That
Yeah.
movie was marvelous. The
Yeah.
man called a man. What was it? Man
A
called
Man
Ove.
Called Ove. OVE.
Ah, people need to watch it. That's a beautiful movie, great
Yeah.
movie. Uh, Again, Parasite, great movie. What was that movie you had us watch? Was the kids that were homeless living in the
Uh,
streets?
that was
because they were living on the streets
yeah.
and in
Oh
India.
my
Wasn't it in
god. Well,
India?
uh, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember the name of that movie.
Well, but
It's
there's
on our player pass list.
yeah, go back to early
We've
player pass.
watched so many movies.
Yeah, it was on early player pass, but there is
Yeah.
so many great movies that are internationals, and I'll admit I'm a snob at times, and it's like, do I want to read through all this? But there are really good movies. I don't really want to. I don't know if I really want to watch a TV show that's all dubbed because that's a lot of reading. But a
Well,
movie, I don't mind it.
I watch quite a few of them that are dubbed. And it's funny. It's like because a lot of especially from the UK, there's a lot of good shows that
Yeah,
they have, but their shows are, their series are so much shorter. It was. I just watched one yesterday. D.I. Ray was great, but 4 episodes and the season is done. And I'm
yeah.
like, I feel like I'm missing something, uh, but that's the way it is. I'm gonna have to wait for the next season to come out.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. This is a man called Ove. That was what we're talking about. Swedish, wasn't it? Swedish? Wasn't that from Sweden?
Either Swedish or Danish or
Ah,
Norwegian.
I mean that
One of
movie.
them.
All right, so I love a movie. To be honest, Swedish. Thank you, babe. So
Swedish.
I love a movie. I love sci-fi. I love thriller, but I love a movie that takes me on that emotional roller coaster. That I want to reflect a little bit on my own life. I want to laugh at what's going on. I want to maybe cry a little bit. I want that roller coaster. Ove, a man called Ove does
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and the other movie, what was the movie with the girl that signed that won the Academy Award?
Um. Oh, I can't. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, looky. So what was that movie that had the signs that they signed?
I'm trying to remember. Come on, I'm an old. I
One word.
Older than me, and I have no memory.
One word. One word. It's one word.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure the beach will type it in.
Andrew, what's the name of that movie we watched with the girl that did the sign language?
With the sign language.
Oh,
Coda.
Kodi.
Yeah. We didn't want to say that, but it is a movie. YouTube. It is a movie. It really is. It truly is. Please check it out. You might enjoy it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, and it's a roller coaster movie. I mean, you laugh, you reflection, you're gonna cry in it, and that is another fabulous movie that I was glad that it won last year. I really was. I thought it deserved it. I thought
that's what all of us thought it. We knew that it needed it.
Because how many movies are just a regurgitation of the same? How many remakes do we see now?
That's why this international stuff is coming so good, because they're looking at things in a different way than we do. It's like you can watch a movie from China, and it was like, because their movies, they would, they have to pack so many people into a theater to watch it, because it's just like everything to them is like a huge blockbuster. So it's like us watching a movie with all of the greats, like all of the Marvel and all of the supervillains all together in one movie, and there's car crashes, there's all kinds of stuff, and they pack it all together.
Like Bruce Willis?
So, right, Bruce Willis. Hey, you can't beat Bruce, Bruce Willis is the man.
Like Bruce Willis was in it?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm good. I'm really good, thanks.
You're up late. What the hell's up with that? Damn, that's got to be 11:30 at night.
Yeah, it is. I just finished work though.
Okay.
About an hour ago. I've got. I can't stay too late because I've got to do the Elf on the Shelf stuff.
Okay.
before I go to bed.
Yeah, you don't mess that up.
Nope.
Look, hey, Charles has got your back there, Aubyns.
Yeah.
I've got your back as well. He's always digging Bruce.
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
Do you know one of my favorite things with Bruce Willis in is Moonlighting?
Oh
okay.
yeah,
All
It's
yeah.
right.
such a good
Made
TV
made
show.
in when? Made in when?
Oh, it was in the 80s, wasn't it? But
86,
Yeah, it was before he was born.
7, 88.
yeah, but still in the 90s, he was good. In like the early 2000s, he did some good
Yeah,
stuff.
yep.
You can't blame. There's loads of like older actors now that cash in on the straight to DVD movies.
All
You
right.
can't blame them.
Hey, Toddy, you're gonna keep knocking all of these good
Um, uh,
actors. Okay, all right. I can't wait. You know what it is? I can't wait for the day when
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey is like 70 years old and his body looks like leather, and I am gonna rip into you about him like nobody's business.
All
I
right.
was like,
All
oh, you
right.
really like this leather faced motherfucker? All that.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
He'll
That was
fix
just
you.
I had to. I got Charles Frank cranked up. So yeah, Charles like I'm listening. Because he wants to be Bruce. My man. All right. So yeah, it didn't have to just busting balls on it, but yeah, there are so
Yeah.
many movies now that in the U.S. that's being regurgitated. Be jump out of the norm. Try to watch some of the foreign films. You may be surprised. Andrew, now have you had time to watch any movies or TV shows? Anything that's popped in that's off the normal?
Now I'm trying to think what the last movie I watched was. I can't remember now. No, I don't think I've been watching much TV. I
I
watched
watched Black Adam. Did you see Black Adam yet?
I haven't seen that yet. No, I do
Okay.
want to watch it.
Okay.
I did. All I did was just catch up on the rest of the Walking Dead because I thought I'd stick with it. I've stuck with it from the beginning, so I thought I'd see how it ends. And obviously, just I think the last thing I went to see at the cinema was Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, we went to see Thor at the theaters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was kind of a letdown, but
yeah, it's
it would have been better
yeah.
at
I
home.
was the
It'd have been
same.
better at home.
It tried too hard to be
Mhm.
funny.
Yeah, it tried. Like my son, you say he's a try hard. He's like way too hard trying. So Funster gave us some options. Our two Belgium TV shows, well worth watching. So hey, Funster, send me that on Telegram, and I will so that I can add it to my TV because I can't remember that stuff
Yeah.
outside
Well,
of this.
I've
Yeah.
been watching a lot of Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I watched I tell you what I really enjoyed was that documentary Pepsi Where's My Jet.
Oh, I wanted to watch that, but Blue was kind of like, eh.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
it's really good.
It
It's
looks. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, it's Pepsi where because I looked at it, I'm like, that looks kind of funny.
yeah, it's like those type of things. It's
Yeah.
just like intriguing. It's like what the I thought it
Yeah,
was pretty good, me.
let's see.
It's
I'm
only
trying.
like I think it's like 4 episodes or 3 episodes or something like that. It's not like long. Pretty good though.
Yeah, Pepsi, Where's My Jet, which is based on I think in the '80s, Pepsi said that if you got enough points, they would give you a Harrier jet or something like that, and a
Yeah,
guy decides that he is going to get the points so that he can get himself a Harrier jet. Pepsi wasn't too happy with it because they said, "Oh, we were just joking," and he takes him to court and says, "No, you weren't joking."
yeah.
And
It was. I mean, obviously, I don't want to spoil too much
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
but I mean, I do. But it's just funny that this kid looks at this advert and they don't have the disclaimer at the bottom. They say like it says like Harrier Jet 7 million
yeah,
Pepsi
yeah,
points,
yeah, yeah.
and then it doesn't have a disclaimer at the bottom, and he's like, I think I want that Harrier Jet. That's like how he worked out how he's going to buy all the Pepsi and store it in that.
Yeah.
And then he figured out a better way. But yeah, just you just can't imagine like a big company like that not be able to, yeah, not be able to cover their own back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
I saw the trailer for it, and
do
I
you
was like,
still get
oh,
do you still get flagged if you watch if you're watching like a trailer like in
uh-huh.
this window? Would you
Sometimes,
still get flagged? It's weird because
sometimes.
I see channels like other
I don't know,
YouTube channels that do it,
but
and
the thing is that I
Yeah,
think
but
once you're kind of on the naughty list,
yeah,
I think once you're on the
yeah,
naughty list, it's like there's a whole set of rules once you're on that bad
you
mhm,
boy
ain't never
list,
getting off.
and it's like I swear to you, I get. They actually tried to hit me up for some of my intros, which are
mhm,
the intro
Free to
music we
use.
use are free to use, and I've had to actually fight a
mhm,
couple of them. Like, no, this is free to use. I actually post, what song I used, and like, oh well, never mind about that.
Mm,
So it's weird how they'll try to hit you with stuff. So I try not to try to show videos of any
yeah,
sort. Because even remember when we do player pass, I turned the audio off. Remember on
yeah,
some movies, and you'd see like
mhm,
that. Was it 15-second loop? And that would be hit by
yeah,
Miramax or whoever that I was showing
mhm,
part of them. I'm like, that's part of your freaking trailer. That's the loop. I mean,
yeah,
so which I wasn't monetizing player pass, so it really didn't matter. Uh, but it was they can get picky about stupid shit like that. All right, so hey, did either one of you two watch the new Star Wars, the Andor?
and that's on my list.
no, I didn't watch it. No, it's on my server. I haven't watched it.
It's
You know,
supposed to have really good reviews. It's supposed to be really
yeah,
good.
Two thumbs up.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I had heard
really
it's
good.
one of the best Star Wars TV shows that they brought out on Disney.
It is.
Pro-
It's really good. It's dark. It is a different feel in the. It's not just your cookie cutter Star Wars. It is set.
it's like a
It is a
prequel to
dark.
the prequel.
Well, it's set in that before after Rogue One, or
Before Rogue One.
before Rogue One. So
Yeah.
it's set before then, but it really gives you an insight of the Empire and their hierarchy and what was going on. So you're not going to see Darth Vader, you're not going to see people like that, but you're going to see people that were doing their normal job. Because there's lots of, there would be millions of people doing their normal job in the Empire to keep the
mhm,
machine running. So it gives you an insight of that. And it wasn't, it was dark. Some of the stuff you see is, I don't know, it's a darker feel, the whole atmosphere. So it was completely different from that goody feel that like Mandalorian.
all
Mandalorian is,
right.
there's nothing dark about that. That's pretty happy. To me, it's kind of, almost kiddish. This is not kiddish. It is, I mean, your kids they can watch it and it's not gonna, but I don't think kids are going to enjoy it as much as an adult would enjoy it, if that
Mhm,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
like
worth
it's not
watching.
as close to like the original Star Wars type movies where it's like all lightsaber fights and
Mm-mm. Oh,
yeah.
you don't
I,
see no lightsabers, none,
no,
none. You're
it's
not gonna
just
see any
more like the
lightsabers.
build. It's more like the building of the resistance, isn't it? And the Sith or the sorry the Empire.
Yeah, a lot
Speaking of
about how
Man,
the Empire runs. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say. Speaking of when you mentioned Mandalorian, there that made us think of the Last of Us that's coming next year with
yeah,
Pedro Pascal. That's gonna be good. I really like those games. It's probably my favorite game on PlayStation. So I'm really looking forward. I did like the look of the trailer. So hopefully that's going to be good. I think it's going to be like 6 episodes or something like that.
Hmm.
But
Have any
yeah,
of
it's
you
gonna.
have any of you guys watched Mosquito Coast?
Not heard of that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I like that one. Like
You
I
get
said, I
I
Play
haven't
don't.
Pass
watched
going
that.
back.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
this trailer for this Last of Us.
The Last of Us. No.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
it
the
looks.
trailer. So
You ever played the games or watched anyone
no,
play the games?
I don't
Really?
think I've ever played the
Oh,
game. So
such a good
yeah.
game. I've played the games, but I've also watched somebody play the game. I
On
actually enjoy.
Twitch.
Do you know what? No, on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, There's there's a YouTube channel that does gameplay. I actually quite enjoy watching people play some of these games that are too long for me to
That,
keep me
yeah.
attention.
Well, they're on Twitch also.
On Twitch,
I have.
yeah, I don't really like Twitch.
Uh-huh. Well, that's our platform is there also right now. In case
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
user on. I saw a user on Twitch. I followed you last week, I think it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
I will say that when you talk about the video gaming thing, and that's true because a lot of my not a lot. There is several high schoolers that when I'm that do watch gameplay. Um, One of the students over the last few weeks has been watching God of War. I think the PlayStation 4 or
Mm,
PlayStation 5 version of God of War, he watches it every day. Just this guy, some guy
yeah.
playing that game, he watches it. So yeah, there is, if I just had another console and if I cared enough about that, maybe I could sit home all day and just play video
I
games.
watched. I mean, I don't get. I've still got to finish The Last of Us Part Two, but I watched this YouTuber called the Rad Brad. I think he's got like 10 million subscribers, but he watching him play Grand Theft Auto 5 made me want to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 and play it, and I'm glad I did because it's such a good game. But it's like it's like games like that where I think, oh, it's a really long game, and am I going to
Uh-huh.
enjoy it? And then
Right.
I'll watch somebody play it, and I'm like, actually, this looks really good.
Yeah, it looks
Uh,
really good because I watched them on Twitch play that thing. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, the yeah, it's crazy the way that it's got like a whole online thing now, isn't it? I don't think I
Yeah.
could be bothered with that. I'm more like I like games with good stories, more like something that's like a movie type thing.
Mhm. I think about when I played I played Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, which was you looked down at the city
Yeah,
and
they were so good.
it was like a little you were looking down at the city and your little character and you
Y-
get in a car and
Yeah,
there wasn't the violence that it was later in the
no,
versions, but
but
it
it was
was
still good.
it was a good game.
We would get in from school and play. I remember we had the demo on the PlayStation, and we'd get in from school and play it, and you'd just run people over with the cars, and just be like this splat on the roads.
Yeah. Yeah, it would
Yeah,
just
the
be a
original ones
splat.
were good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like an image of
yeah.
when you're
Oh God,
replaying.
that's so. That feels like so long ago.
Yes.
That was really good though.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I like I said, I think I got Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, and it cost me almost nothing to get it. And you would have to go and rob places and stuff, but it
Yeah,
definitely wasn't the violent level that you see in the later Grand Theft Auto versions, where it's. I want to say this one here that had the American and the British flag, because it was like there was different characters and I enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun game to play. Back oh god, that I think I'm trying to remember where I have that. Because there'd be your guy laying
yeah.
dead. That's a guy run over. No. All right, hey, we
Yeah.
gotta get to Auburn.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
Auburn. I kind of
No,
took the
No.
conversation
no,
all over the place.
no. That
I was like
right.
looking, I was like, damn, my man.
No, that's okay.
I didn't mean to hit it twice.
Yeah, it's okay.
It'll
It's
build
like
up.
yeah. I'm just glad that to see Andrew here. That makes my week. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's bad enough November is over now. All of our all birthdays are passed. Now we gotta get ready for these December people. I don't even have too many of them on my list. So if you're out there and you want me to wish you a happy birthday, let me know, and I'll make sure that I do. Because I try not to forget anybody. Okay, side of the week. This first one here is did I get the right one there? Cripcam. I'm sorry.
Yep.
This one here is CryptoCam. It allows you to. It's a camera app that will encrypt your photos. So we're gonna have the link down there. The link is to the F Droid, and there are a bunch of other apps there also. Enjoy. I don't know if anybody has a need for encrypting their photos.
And so
But you
this would
can.
be a way of encrypting your photos so that other people couldn't get it, even if they got a hold of your phone, or if you put them on another drive, that other people would not be able to use or view your pictures. So you're able to lock down your pictures, because how many of us have stuff on the clouds and this and that?
Mhm.
So, yeah, a neat little feature, a neat an application if you're wanting to put a little bit more security to your photos to keep them a little bit safer.
Yeah. Right.
And then the other one,
The other one is QR codes. Like if you ever want to make up your own QR code, this is a QR code generator. So yeah, as
yeah,
you were typing in there.
yeah, I typed in
Putting in an
ESPN.
URL.
Yeah. I
Right.
was just putting some URLs
Yeah.
in.
Uh huh.
I can't use those.
Okay. Yeah. So you see that it shows the on the right hand side there.
So I'm wondering.
You can,
So can you? It's got
yeah, you could grab
images.
that. Right. Yeah, you could do images. Also, I don't know if images are free. Also,
Okay.
but
All
yeah,
right.
they have images that you can uh, create them out of. That all kinds of neat things.
All right. So if you're wanting to create a customized QR code so that your friends and family could just scan that little thing and boom,
Yep.
pull it up. So if you're wanting, and this could help with some of the people in our community that want to
Hmm.
create an easy way for people to get to the repositories or something like that,
Right.
you could actually create a custom QR code
You. Right.
and set it up, and then people could just click on that image or take it with their phone, take a
Hmm.
picture of this QR code, and boom, right to their
Yep.
website.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
nice.
I only gave you guys two this week. Uh, I do have a bunch more, but we'll save them next week.
Save them.
Save them.
Yeah, well, I gave him some time off, so.
Yeah.
Look at the beach is damn dogging me out. I haven't had any yet.
Yet.
Oh.
Keyword.
Yeah. After you eat, right?
Well, I got all these gummies in here that I need to probably start chomping on them. I don't. And people may think, oh, look at all the. I bought them and I don't even do them. They just sit there in the box.
They sit there. Yeah.
So I only have. I might do it sometimes on a Friday, but mostly just on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
do whatever
So
recreational shit.
UFC.
Yeah, when I'm on the Oculus, we're watching UFC,
Yeah.
watching whatever. I'll
everyone else.
smoke some then, and then that's it. I don't. So I'm
Yeah.
not a major head. I'm not all day long. Believe me, I'm telling you. I don't think that box is. I don't think it's changed in months.
Mm-hmm.
that I've eaten anything or smoked. Well, I did smoke some. I made blue and I smoked some last week, but this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good times.
All right.
Hey,
MMA.
Octavia. I mean, since it's legal in Canada, I mean, most of them are hybrids because I don't want to just lay on the couch and go to sleep. So a lot of them are hybrids. So it's a hybrid mix, and so it makes me feel like I want to get up and do. And I told Blue we did some hash last weekend. And I said, we need to do something. We need to do something. I said, I can't just sit there and just watch blah TV. So we watched that movie you talked about. What was that movie? 90210.
The 90210.
9021 Shark Attack. Hold on a second.
90210. Oh my god.
9021.
Oh my god. It sounds like
Shark.
I had to find the word.
some sort of shark. Is this a Sharknado type movie?
Yeah,
It
worse,
gets worse.
worse.
Oh
It's worse.
god.
Because I
It's worse.
thought it would have been like a Sharknado where they at least killed all the people from 90210 that were in the Sharknado
Yeah.
movies, but I couldn't get that lucky.
No.
We-
And it honestly, all right. So this is the funny. All right. So Blue and I, we did some hash. We came back downstairs, and I talked and made fun of this movie the whole time. I made fun of. I said all the girls that were in this, they were obviously all from the same strip club,
Yeah,
and I think that some college student made this movie for their project. This was their college
yeah, out of his
movie.
house. That house though was actually out of this world, right?
Oh, that house was, they rented that house for the
Oh
month.
yeah, they definitely rented.
They
that
rented.
house. None of them had enough money
yeah,
for that house.
So this woman who was the mom, who was nothing but, she was like the head of the strip club. I said she like the old stripper that has been rode hard, put away wet.
You know who that is, right?
It looked like, I told her it looked like Ginger Lynn, but I don't think
No,
it was Ginger
it's
Lynn. Donna Wilkes.
Donna. She was
Says
in
Welks.
she was in the original Jaws 2 movie.
No.
Yeah. Look her up there.
No.
Click on it.
I'm clicking.
On it.
Oh, is she the
Holy
chick
moly.
at the chick at the beginning?
She was
I
in Jaws.
recognize her. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you scroll up to the picture at the top, I recognize her from that. Is that from the movie? That
Yeah.
picture there. Yeah, I recognize that face.
Holy moly.
Jesus.
All right, well,
we really need to try. We should attempt making a movie. It seems to be so easy to get one.
Yeah.
Go.
Listen, trust me. I know I could do better than Return of the King. I know I could make a movie better than that.
but do you have
know
the
what-
roaches that are walking on your walls? I need the roaches
No,
walking
I
on the
don't,
wall while we're filming.
You know what you should have done, Todd? Before
But you
you
see,
came,
with that movie, not. Go ahead.
you should, Todd. You should have went to this. You should have went to this page and then asked everybody who suggested this movie, because I could have. As soon as I seen the 1.6 rating, I knew exactly.
And I told him, I say, Todd, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. It's got a 1.6. And
You've got to watch it.
you got. I was like, don't watch this one, but it's really pretty bad. And I don't know what the hash was doing to him, but they're going to two of them going to watch it.
It was funny. I mean, we made fun of it the whole time, and
Yeah.
this. All right, so they're in. All right, so what was funniest about it? So they show the house from the outside, like 10 times. Every time, every once in a while, they clip to the house, like the camera pans to the house. The only reason you knew that it was in Beverly Hills is they kept showing signs of Beverly Hills, like just a random Beverly Hills sign. They would focus in on it. And then they go back to the
By
house.
the way, this is in Beverly Hills.
This is in Beverly Hills.
Yes.
That was the first 4.5 minutes. Nobody spoke. You didn't see anybody. They just, the camera.
So it was good up until then.
It played just. It was like showing you Beverly Hills businesses, and I'm like, oh, we're getting ready to see somebody talk. No. Then we moved to the next business front. You'd see like a business front. No, seriously, I did the Mystery Science Theater 3000. I made fun of this whole thing. You're not going to see any shark attacks in this.
Nope.
You don't see anybody in the water. Because Blue's like, when's someone going to get in the water? I was like,
Right.
I don't know.
It's
Never.
a
I was
movie.
waiting for it too.
It's
Never
a
got
movie
in the
called
They got
It's
in
a
the
movie
pool.
called 90210 Shark Attack, and there's no shark attacks in it.
Well, there is a shark
Well,
attack.
there is shark attack. Yeah, there is.
But it's
You
not
just
in the
don't see. Oh, they
Not
couldn't
in the
afford the CGI.
Well, they did some fancy CGI.
Yeah.
The
Alright.
CGI, he reused the CGI.
Oh yeah, every time.
Well, for like you just inverted the CGI, so it just looks a little different.
Yep,
Yeah,
every time
yeah,
for
every time.
but yeah, Auburn had me watch this, and
I didn't have you watch it. Let's get this straight.
this is the girl. She's getting ready to be eaten right there. She was getting ready to be eaten by the shark.
No, I thought she was
And it's a
like she
little
was
bit of
gonna
a
eat.
soft porn. It was a little
Yeah.
soft porn feel. Didn't it feel like that to you, Auburn?
Yeah, definitely.
And it was definitely. I mean, it was a little. I mean,
Like
it was
a
almost like a
Cinemax, I
woman
think.
directed. Look at a guy directed it. He had to be gay, and I'm not saying that in a weird way. As of, it's you see guys that are
because the way
doing
how he
all
was doing the
this,
camera work on that guy, right? You know what I mean?
and they do it for. I don't mean for like a minute, like
Right.
3
Yeah.
minutes. That some guy's rubbing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a woman, you know. So
Right.
no, we get another guy.
Yeah.
It's like
what's this guy? Click on this guy's name. What else has he done?
nothing. He couldn't.
Oh, really?
No.
90210 Shark Attack 2.
That's why I was
hey.
telling you to watch the Browntown one.
I did watch that.
That movie was good.
That's
that
actually
was-
pretty
that was-
funny
that was
too.
good.
That was another funny one.
Yeah, that one
What's his
is.
highest rated movie?
That one is.
Right here,
4
Creepazoids.
Creepers. So these are just like B type movies.
Not even B.
Oh yeah,
No,
definitely B.
it's not even.
No, it's
not
more
even B. Like D. D.
No, it's in
So
C.
it-
I'd say it's in C category because it's a C. It's a C.
It is. It's rough. The dialogue is bad. They a lot of times don't even talk. And I
Oh,
told
look at
Blue,
that badass showdown.
I told Blue, I said, because they wouldn't be talking, they were just showing a guy like taking a shower. You see his chest. You don't see nothing. You don't see. You see him wiping his chest, wiping his chest, wiping his chest, wiping his shoulders, wiping his chest. And I told Blue, I said, they don't have money for writers. We're just going to sit there and look at this guy for 3 or 4 minutes while he's in the shower. While now Mama Sita's watching him, and I'm like, she's gonna rub one off, but no, she don't do that. She just stands there in the doorway.
I thought she was gonna rub one out too.
But no, she just stands there and looks at him. And it was, I'm telling you, it's when Blue and I watched this, I made so much fun of it though.
So did I.
I'm so glad I don't have time.
I was peeing in my pants. But you gotta definitely watch the Browntown one because that one
Browntown
is
unique.
it is.
It was oh shit, we done went off the rails.
I know.
Win a trip to Browntown.
This
is actually another movie. I want to do a riff. I want to do a mystery science theater on this one.
I would love to do that.
This has so much stuff you can make fun of it.
Oh yeah.
And it's the whole family. These are family members. He's the writer, I think. He wrote. The movie.
He's the writer. He wrote it.
He's wrote the movie
along with his wife.
He's got his own kids in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If what was it that if he lost some weight, if he lost enough weight, his wife said that she would let him go to Browntown. And you guys fill in the blank where you want with that because it's true. That's what. And he is a man determined because he wants to go to Browntown. And but the acting is so. It's
hilarious.
It was worth. Like, see, there's his kids are in it.
Mm-hmm.
So trip to Browntown. This we need to do on like where we can all make fun of it, like in the Oculus or something.
Yeah, we
won some awards. Holy shit!
Yeah, it did. And I want to buy some of the merchandise. They have merchandising that you can buy from the movie. I got it. I have to have that hat. I have to have a Browntown hat. I must. It was hilarious.
Nominee. It won. Best actress.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, in Tampa Bay they won.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's another. It's a class. It's a
classic.
Smoke a big fatty. Eat a gummy. Eat a chocolate. Whatever you need to do. Let it kick in real good. Then watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just make fun of it.
Yeah. We need to get a player pass going back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got to watch
I'm just not sure. Well, that's what I'm worried because obviously I figured by now Aubyns suggestions for movies would get better, but they seem to be.
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, no way.
He's
No.
aiming. He's directly aiming for stuff under 5 stars now. It's like it's.
At least, thank God, now on my Plex I can rate stuff. So if
Yeah.
you
Do you
if you
know?
look at me
Do you know what
rating
it
stuff
is
on
though?
the Plex,
I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching all of these terrible movies and let me know about it because then I don't have to watch it
yeah, yeah,
unless you force us to do it.
someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody watched it. So yeah, it's
Oh, Red said a
yeah.
Joe Dirt hat.
Just
Huh?
looking for the next gen, isn't he? He's looking for the next gen.
Yeah. What was that? Hey, Andrew, you remember that movie that we watched that was the kids in India? That was actually really good. That
Yeah,
Red
that
said,
was the foreign one
yeah.
you
yeah,
were
it was a
talking about
foreign one.
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah,
trying to remember. Auburn made us watch it. It was actually
yeah, send
good.
it
It was
in.
really good.
Yeah,
See,
Yeah,
see, Auburn
it
thinks
was
he's
really
hitting
good.
on. He thinks he's hitting. You know, he's got to keep swinging the bat, and it's like he hit early on some of those early movies.
He hit a home run with that one, and then he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I'm on a roll here." Everybody watch this. Watch this. What was it called? Catch 22 or catch some?
well,
Or what was it? No,
44,
child.
Child
I.
44,
Oh, yeah. I
Child
try to forget
44.
about it.
It's
Yeah.
got like every
He did so.
actor and actress in it. Everybody that
You.
you guys like. Who's you tell me
It's
that these are your favorite actors and actresses. Well, I got
it's
a
funny
movie
when
for you.
you when you think about it. I started off really bad with the faculty, and then kind of progressed better. And you started off really good and went the other way. And Todd just played it safe the entire time. Just went through the whole back catalogue of
Of course,
Matthew
yeah,
McConaughey.
and Matt, all the IMDb top greatest
Yeah,
hits.
yeah.
I've seen every I've seen all top 10 of the greatest movies of all time. Thanks to Todd, except for Scarface.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you still won't watch that.
Right, if we start up Player Pass again, we'll make that the first movie, and I'll watch it.
Hey, Andrew, have you watched Gangs of London yet or not?
I have not.
Okay,
Who
figured.
is that? Who's in that one?
I liked Gang of Thunder, the first one, the first
So
season.
yes, the second
Oh, it's a
season is pretty good.
TV show.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
TV
TV
show,
show.
yeah, yeah. And they just approved it for a third season. Thank God.
Hmm.
It's a violent show. That's for damn
Yeah, it
sure.
is violent. It is.
The first
Not
time when
really.
he
Like
got curb
it seems,
stripes,
it's just
stomps a
not
guy.
into gang type stuff. It's the problem.
Right, right. Yeah.
What about that? What about
Uh,
that
hold
new
on, hold
show,
on.
Peripheral? Have you guys, any of you guys watched
I still haven't
Peripheral?
watched it yet. I haven't. I want to watch it. I hear good
It's
things about it.
weird.
Yeah.
I can't figure out if I hate it or like it. It's weird. I think we're 3 episodes in, maybe 4.
Hmm.
It's a Peripheral. We're still watching it, but we were both kind of
Yeah.
not sure. It's weird. If I said
Hmm.
that at least once,
Right.
trying to figure it out, but we'll finish it. We'll definitely go keep finishing it. So, all right. Hey, we're at 7 o'clock. We got to roll. I got to eat my dinner. Or you got something?
Real quick though.
Yeah,
Let me,
Saturday night. This weekend.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Right. Friday and Saturday. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get to it here real quick. We have MMA. Tonight, 7:30 in a half hour. We got the Unified 47 out of Calgary. So I guess we get to watch a bunch of Dudley Do-Rights go at it. We have Eagle FC.
Yeah.
Tonight at 9. Oh, no, that was in the morning.
Yeah, that would be early
Russia.
morning. Yeah, in Russia.
We have it. That was early. That was early morning. Sorry about that, guys. Night of Champions at 7 p.m. ESPN. Deportes Boxing. That's supposed to be a lot of good fights there. PCS 2 Friday 7:30 MMA and boxing in Houston, Texas. That's going to be on MMA stuff too. Next one here.
That's the one
Prime Video. at 8 p.m.
So one is an MMA,
Yeah.
but it's the one out of
It's
Asia.
Muay Thai, MMA. Yeah. Right. They're doing Muay Thai and MMA and grappling. Ooh, that's going to be pretty good. We have, just looking through these real quick. 8 p.m. tonight. What is this? PPP Promotions Pro Box Promotions Glanton versus Light. We have Icon FC6 tonight at 8. That's on UFC Fight Pass. Okay, that's a
Masvidal.
Masvidal he owns that. Yeah, that's his new promotion. At 8 p.m. Buffalo Boxing Promotions, another boxing, Reyes versus Cortez. And one last one for tonight is River City Fights at 9 p.m. In Oklahoma. It's on Fight
MMA.
TV. Yeah, Fight TV. Tomorrow, UFC Fight Night, 214. Main card is at 10 p.m. Prelims are at 7.
I didn't even look who's. I didn't even look to see who's fighting in that one. But just curious. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And we have also tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Rise FC out of Fort Lauderdale. It's funny, you have one in Orlando and one in Fort Lauderdale. We also have Bare Knuckle tomorrow night. Bare Knuckle.
Oh, Bare Knuckle's on tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Thompson and Holland is fighting tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Wonder Boy Thompson?
Yeah, Stephen Thompson.
Okay. Against Kevin Holland. That'll be good. Shamrock FC, 342 tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Fight TV, fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri. The big one, Slap Fights. Slap Fights tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Yeah, I can't wait.
Slap Fights are funny to watch.
They are funny. If you haven't,
you're going to see some rednecks out of there.
My God. Yeah.
Well, the rednecks don't come out till next weekend, right? The true rednecks, because Rough and Rowdy's next weekend.
Right. Yeah.
So this is a prelim. I think Rough and Rowdy's the 9th. So this.
I thought it was like the. Oh, okay.
I think it's the 9th.
I thought Rough and Rowdy wasn't come back till January.
I think no. I think it's. I'm gonna look just a second. But Slap Fights, if you've seen Slap Fights, it is. I don't know. It's funny. If you're watching with friends, it's quite the hilarious thing. I make fun of it the whole time. So.
Oh, me too. And on Sunday.
What? You didn't even mention the USA World Cup? You didn't mention the World Cup?
We're talking about fights right now.
Okay.
On Sunday,
okay.
Sunday are the pillow fights for those that don't like blood. But
Jesus
like
Christ.
At 1
Where the
p.m.
hell do you find these things?
Wait,
it's Auburn. This is Auburn, man.
No, hold on. You never watched the pillow fights?
Well, not on TV.
Oh, you gotta watch the pillow fights. You
Americans.
Oh, us Americans. Oh, what? Because we
slap fights, pillow fights.
Yeah. Better than kicking a ball around that you can't touch.
You can't touch it. You can if you're the goalkeeper.
Only one guy can touch it.
Well, no, everyone can touch it.
With his hands.
There's some of our there's just a handful of the people that are going to be fighting in Rough and Rowdy next Friday. So it's going to be next Friday. Wow. It's the 9th.
Oh, great.
Got some little people fighting.
Oh boy, you can't beat that.
Oh, this is going to be. You want to talk about some of the trailer parks empty when this shit comes on. The trailer parks empty. Remember when we watched it the last time with this
Uh,
guy? He like threw the guy threw him out of the ring first, and then
yeah,
he threw that guy out of the ring, and they're supposed to be
yeah,
boxing. Great, yeah. So
hilarious.
rough and rowdy. That's a hoot. That is a definite hoot to watch with your friends because you're gonna hear and see things that are gonna make you have to take a shower when you're done.
Okay, for you UK guys, Andrew, who do I have to root for right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
England's
USA,
still in. Yeah,
USA
USA is
still.
in. Yep,
Oh, you
they're
were
in
saying
the.
I don't
Yep.
have to root for any UK team?
Well, or
Yeah.
England's still
Well,
in it.
maybe
Is Wales?
after
Wales
maybe
still
after
in it?
tomorrow.
Maybe after tomorrow. You
Yeah,
said
but
maybe,
you're
so that
playing.
means I don't have to.
Well, you're playing the Netherlands, so I'll be. There's been some upsets actually, so I wouldn't be surprised if USA won. They
Yeah.
did draw. They have played quite well.
Yeah, and Canada actually scored a couple of goals.
Yeah, but they're out.
Well, yeah, but they scored a couple, which they hadn't
They
scored a
did.
goal since 1986.
Their
Not one goal.
managers from my neck of the woods.
Oh, no
Yeah.
wonder they won.
No wonder they're out.
No wonder.
Germany's out.
Wow.
So,
Germany are out. So
all
that's
right,
a
hold
good.
on a second. Hold on a second. Here, I'll share this. So this will
But the UK is still
Andrew.
England or England are in.
England.
Wales are out. Wales were in USA and England's group.
Yeah.
Okay.
So US is in, and they'll play.
Yeah, look, we could play each other in the final.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oof.
And England play Senegal on Sunday. But we're on the opposite side of the bracket, so we could meet each other in the final. All you've got to do is get past Holland, Argentina, Brazil. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah,
right.
you'll be fine.
So I'm putting my money right now. We need to time stamp this. I'm putting my money that
Brazil beats France in the final.
Brazil beats France. I saw it. I saw it on the guy that did the. He was a time traveler. Says
Wait, should I mess everybody
Brazil
up
beat
and say
France.
Korea will win?
Do you know what would be interesting if Japan won and Korea won, and then they played each other in the quarterfinals? That would be a good
Okay,
game.
I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for Japan and Korea both to win.
And if USA win, if USA win, they'll either be playing Argentina or Australia.
Most likely Argentina on that.
Yeah, it could be Australia.
Isn't it Australia though? Argentina's a strong team though.
Yeah, but they got beat. They got beat off Saudi Arabia in the first game. So, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina 2-1, and then the whole country got a day off.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ! If USA make it to the final, actually the World Cup, the next World Cup is in the US. I think it's US, Mexico. Right. Is it US, Mexico? Is it and Canada, or is it just US and Mexico? I'm pretty sure it's definitely in the US.
Yeah,
that's going to be a good World Cup.
They wouldn't want to have.
That'd
be too far to go from Canada to Mexico to US. I mean, because.
Well, yeah, it's definitely in the US. It's been a long time since it's been in the US.
Yeah,
that'll be good. That might draw some more soccer fans in.
Well, at my school, they watch this. They've been watching this every day. Even today, they were watching the games.
Yeah.
Where Japan was able to squeak in.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, against Spain. They beat Spain.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, I thought it was, or maybe it was Korea.
No, today.
Was it Korea. Did Korea play today? Because one of them played today. And,
Korea.
And squeaked
Korea
in.
and I think Brazil got beat off Cameroon, but Korea beat. Who did Korea beat? Korea beat somebody. I forgot who it was.
Yeah.
Too.
But yeah, they weren't expecting Korea to go in to make it.
No.
they got in. So
Well,
because I think
I don't think anyone was
Uruguay,
expecting
because
Australia to go in. And
well,
on the other side, you've got Morocco,
yeah,
Senegal, Poland.
yeah. So England's got a chance there. You got to beat France though.
Well,
Well,
we've got
you got to get
Senegal
Senegal first.
Senegal on Sunday. We've never
And if you
lost
get
against an African team,
yeah,
so
so
we should be okay. We'll probably get beat off France.
so that's
I
the
think
World
the
Cup.
US will win. I think the US will beat Netherlands.
You think?
Yeah, Pulisic. He's well, they call him the LeBron James of American football soccer.
Uh, we'll be checking it. So yeah, I've been actually watching some of it. They've been having it playing in the classrooms. Some of the classrooms playing it's
Wow.
because Canada was in it. But even after it, we've like I know at our lunch hour they're having it playing on the big
I
screen.
can understand if it was hockey, but it's just soccer.
Canada
They like
did okay.
yeah
They did okay.
yeah got 2 goals. Got 2 goals, and I mean they didn't get just crushed. I mean they did. They got beat pretty bad the last game, not the last game, the game before last. But
Yeah, against
uh,
Belgium.
yeah, but they actually they hadn't scored a goal. And they hadn't, and so they actually scored a goal. So they felt
They should have won the first game. They had
yeah,
they had a penalty kick and they missed it. Against Croatia, I think it was. But at least the US are in.
yeah.
They've actually been really good.
Let's hope. Let's see if U.S. can carry the. Well, really, what's that? We're the only. Let's see. Well, you got
You got
Brazil and Argentina, which are in the Americas. I was thinking the
Morocco.
Americas. Well, they're not in the Americas though.
I don't know. I don't know. My geographical.
Yeah, Morocco's down there. Aren't they off of? Aren't they off? They're a Saudi Arabian type of in the Middle East. So
It's like
yeah,
an African.
yeah. Europe's got all kinds of countries to pull for. We got the U.S. Oh, so well, that's your World Cup today for you guys, for you FIFA fans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you see, it's in Canada next year and Mexico. I knew that. Not next year, in 4 years' time. US, Mexico, Canada.
Look, I done forgot the U.S. I didn't forget them. I had 2 countries I could pull for. I was pulling for both.
Yeah, just imagine Canada got through.
That'd have been a fluke.
Yeah.
So all right.
Do you think Canada US is a bigger game than US England?
No, because U.S. England. I mean, you're going to have the whole country of England will be watching it, and you'd only have just a small portion of the Americas that would even know it's on.
Right.
I think it would help if you had if U.S. gets in farther, you're going to have more interest.
Is there not like a rivalry between Canada and the US then?
Not in that, no.
Not really.
Maybe in hockey, but it's not even that big of a deal in hockey.
Hockey.
Because I guess
hockey's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess there's not many sports where you come together. There was the.
No. I mean, in there, Canada and U.S. they're like buddies. They're like brothers. You ain't gonna have nothing wrong with them. So yeah, it's. I think here with Canada actually getting in the World Cup, that was what sparked a lot of interest. It actually sparked a lot of the interest here. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. What was weird is that this is the first time I've actually seen a geo block, though. I've never seen a geo block for us. During FIFA, there's been a geo block.
Oh, yeah.
The games are during the games. ISP is blocking it. All the access to that. So, yeah, we're gonna see that moving.
Now we know what they feel like, right?
Yeah, because I had friends who were like, "Oh, I got a VPN. I don't know, I can't watch it, you know." And I'm like, "Well, you can get a VPN. I mean,
Uh-huh.
what you want me to say? That's what you
Get
can
a
do."
VPN. Code the butcher.
That's all I can say. Get you one, but I mean, not I can really, because they're and this is going to happen more because NHL is actually buddied in with this, so you may be
hmm
seeing geo blocks happening during the NHL games.
Yeah.
Todd,
So yeah,
when's the XFL kick off?
I don't even know because
Is it not next year?
see,
Because
this is the second. This is the
I
second
might be
time the
interested in
XFL.
watching it. Yeah, it's the third time
Second
really,
time.
isn't it?
Well, they had the
But
World League, but I thought this is the second time for XFL. They had the
well, they had
World League.
they had the original one in 2000 something, and then Vince brought it back, and then COVID hit, and I think Rock bought it, and I think is he not using it to be like like a starter league for the NFL?
Yeah, they're
It's
hoping
like
to.
a
Yeah, a feeder. It's like supposed to help
feeder
feed
league.
the NFL. Feed the NFL. So let's see. Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. So yeah, Rock is he's one of the owners.
Yeah, him and his
Yeah.
ex-wife.
Dana Garcia is owner, and Dwayne
Dwayne
Johnson, The
Johnson.
Rock,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
and Redbird Capital Partners, which who knows who those are.
Yeah.
yeah. I think he's got big plans for it. I didn't get to watch much of it when it restarted when Vince had it. But I did hear a lot of like people who like NFL were saying some of the rule changes. Well, they liked some of the rule changes that they had going on there. I don't know if any of you guys had managed to catch any of it.
I did watch some of them, and there were a few rules they wanted to try to make it faster.
It was like a kick up, like the beginning of the game or something. I don't know. I'm not clued on.
Yeah, there was a difference on the kick, like maybe they didn't have kickoffs. I think they started at the 20 each time or something. They changed something with that because I see, but I'm looking through some of the coaches. Wade Phillips is a coach. Bob Stoops, he was a college. Terrell Buckley, which was a player. Heinz Ward, wasn't he with the Pittsburgh Steelers? He was a receiver. And Rod Woodson, he's a coach, and he was wasn't he with the Raiders as a defensive back or a cornerback? What, Rod Woodson? Yeah, so those are some of your coaches. They don't have many, only 8 teams.
Yeah, it's always had small teams, I think, because they play in the off season, don't they?
Yeah, that's what they did last time.
Yeah. Do you think there's an appetite for it, or do you think people just don't care? But I guess it's football when NHL isn't on, or the NFL, sorry, isn't on. I guess
Yeah.
it's some football to watch, isn't it?
So San Antonio, Seattle, St. Louis. I can't tell that fucking writing is so small. I can't tell what that team is. Starts to Houston, Orlando, Arlington, and the Defenders don't even have a city. So I guess they haven't figured out where they're gonna where they're actually
I
gonna
know
play.
I think there was one team that was based somewhere, and then I think they're moving it to somewhere else.
Yeah, because they don't even have a
Is what
city
I
for
heard.
the
Yeah.
Defenders. So obviously they DC. So I guess I see DC over here. So well, I mean, I'll watch it. I don't know how great it'll be, but people will watch that stuff. Period. They'll enjoy watching.
I
Las
think he's
Vegas.
got like a TV rights or something with I don't know if it's with ESPN or somewhere like that. It's got there's a big TV company, I believe so. Anyway, it's like bought into it.
I'm sure somebody has.
We'll see if it'll last longer in the season this time, eh? Seems to have went one season both times.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right about the COVID all happened. I remember that. I did watch a few games though, and I was like, that was all right to watch. I'll tell you one I did watch that actually was worth watching was the one where you only had 7 players and they played offense defense. they didn't have helmets, and they found that it was almost like Canadian, where you can be moving towards the line of scrimmage. You know how you can be moving forward, and so you can actually get a jump on the defense. And it was 3 downs, if I'm not mistaken, but there's no helmets, so you don't get the stupid hits like you do in the NFL when guys have helmets and they feel invincible. And that's what some of the because some guys come targeting with their helmet, and that's when injuries really happen, is when people are targeting and they have that protection, and you get neck injuries. So that was, I want to say it was 7-on-7. They called it 7-on-7 or something. It was actually kind of fun to watch. It was really fast paced, though. I mean, it was quick.
Yeah.
It was so.
I've just seen. I didn't see anything like any bad comments about it when it first, like when it came up before COVID, when it came back. From what I could see from people that were following it, they seemed to be enjoying it. But I don't know. I guess the beach doesn't agree. But he's a miserable bugger anyway. So
Yeah, well, he likes his college, and he's slow to turn. He's slow to warm up. I think.
he's set in his ways. But he'll watch bloody slap fight championships, won't he?
Oh yeah, oh, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. That was because I kind of got that going. Let's see. So yeah, there we go. PJ Walker, the current backup for the Carolina Panthers, will be starting quarterback for the Houston Roughnecks. Made some highlights. So yeah, hey, we'll see. I mean, I think there'll be where guys may be able to play and do well and be able to make it to the NFL. We'll see. I think when Vince was doing it, that's what they were hoping for, would be those fringe players would play on the off season, and then teams would pull them up into the NFL, is what they were wanting, but there just wasn't enough money.
Yeah, I think like Dwayne Johnson seems to be more like, he's more level-headed, and he's like, I think he's probably a better businessman. And we'll see what they do with it. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. So, all right, let's go. I gotta go eat my dinner, and I go eat some. I gotta have another drink too.
I've got to go and think of some elf
and it's
stuff.
really late for you.
Yeah, you better get your elf
Andrew.
thing going, Andrew.
Yeah, man.
Don't leave it off the shelf. You better have an elf on the shelf.
Hug the kids for me, though. I'm glad you came out tonight. It's really
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keep bugging them. Get player pass started again. I'll be on every week.
Listen to him. Listen. Yeah, get it started. I'll be there every week. And then I'll hit him up. Oh, sorry, I'm busy.
I'll be there every week as long as it's over 5-point star rating.
A Spider-Man movie. He'll be there.
Yeah, or that. There was a new Marvel one there.
We've got a few.
Did you watch it?
You've got a few. Got into the Galaxy trailer. I seen the Indiana Jones one today as well. That was quite good, actually. So there's going to be a few next year.
Yeah,
a few good ones.
All right, Auburn, you got anything else for us?
No, nothing else. I want to thank everyone else out there for jumping in with us. Glad to see you all there. Listen, if you guys have a question that we didn't get to, just hit me up during the week. If there's something you want us to talk about, hit me up in Telegram and let me know. It's okay.
He'll bug me about it.
Yeah, and I'll bug him about it, and and get us to talk about it. If it's something that we can talk about. Even with the K app, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Because I don't know what you guys want to hear. Let us know.
And We'll see if next week if some of those other tubers come on here with the low lives of the us lowly small subscriber guys, if they want to jump on here for a little bit and shoot the shit before I bore them enough that they leave. So we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully some of the guys jump on. My platform is always open for people, that as long as they're not dicks. Well, excluding the beach. I do allow him on the show. So all right, so let's get out of here. Hey, streaming matters to us because
Doesn't
streaming matters
matter.
to you. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Thanks. All right.